isn't
Yeah, I'm
our
Oh, I
wait.
haven't
next.
opened that yet. Fuck. We
Um,
have a fight to start with, don't we?
Yes, we
that
do.
is,
God damn
yeah.
it.
Welcome, stream. We are starting with a fight. Like any good hangout.
Oh, bug is so helpful.
I wonder who will do the recap.
In the office.
You can
In
do
the
it, Aaron.
office when you came down? No, I was thinking about food when I came down. Dakota loves me, I swear.
If that's okay with the DM, of course.
What?
That Aaron does
Look
the
it in the
recap.
eyes, bug.
Okay, I'm thinking.
Bug!
We can swap or hi bug.
Okay, I'm the two of you. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 6. Whoever gets closer wins.
7.
What are?
I was also gonna say 7.
Well, since Amanda did it first, Aaron, you win. You get to do the recap.
That's so funny.
Alright, so last session was session 1, aka magical indigestion. Session 1 of part 1, part 1 being find truth. So we have a cold open to a misting, which a misting in our world setting is functionally, it's kind of an execution. That was the era that we entered into. Who is being executed? None other than our friend, our teammate and friend Dusty's husband, Valian. Um, Pretty much all of Arcadia watches to watch this happen, the death of Valiandary, the presumed death of Valiandary, considering no one knows what happens when you go into the mist. No one ever comes back. We look at the mist, it's, the mist. We see it every day. Goes to kind of up to like the wall of the city, extends towards the sky. Yeah. Valiant is basically being like walked into the mist, like being prodded, not prodded by spears yet. He was like, "You're not prodding me with the spear," and walks in himself. But we all are kind of gathered closer to Valiant to watch this happen. Clarissa Paxton, who is the mayor of Arcadia, gives this speech at a podium for the 18th misting that she has witnessed since she has become mayor. Valiant offers last words, well, when offered last words, just mouths something to Dusty, and Dusty just kind of nods, and then Valiant just walks into the mist rather than be pushed into it. And that is 2 months before we really start doing things as players. So we have a 2 month time skip. But basically, all we know about the whole misting incident is just that Valiant got too curious about the mist. And that's a violation of law, so he was condemned to misting. But 2 months after, it's a normal day of work for us, but it is notably the day that Dusty comes back to the department after having 2 months off. I love all the things happening right now. It's so funny. Um, we start off with on our lovely Monday in the lumber district. This is when we are introduced to Ren. She apparently does not stay in the provided apartments calamity containment unit gets, at least over the weekend. Upon her going through her morning routine, we learn she has a little sister and a mom. The little sister is Deb, her mom is Robin. They're all birds. Ha ha ha. There's also 2 dogs, but I learned there's actually 4, but we get introduced to 2. Uh, she makes breakfast for everyone, sends them off. She shapes into her namesake and flies to her apartment at the CCU. The apartments that we stay at for this CCU is called the Arcadia Arms, as it were, which is 2 blocks from like the headquarters we work out of. Next, we are introduced to Waylon. He gets up, does his little morning routine, his run, normal breakfast. He gets to class first before class. He gets to work first before everyone else because he is a morning person, and he's really kind of strict about his morning routine and like managing his time. Blah, 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 blah. Elsewhere in the judicial district, we are also introduced to who we later learn is Elenia. She is waking up after a one night stand, presumably with someone. But really, that one night stand was a cover for her to steal something from this person. Which, hey, babe, get that bag. Um, she hands off the item with like a little clandestine like coffee shop meetup, but it's really functionally, it's like, oh, it sounds like a spy movie. Really, she gets coffee spilled all over herself by her presumed teammate of sorts. We don't really know yet. To cover getting this object, and she leaves. She has to get changed, heads to the apartment. Next introduces Lilith. Lilith wakes up in his bed, also with a naked companion. And various undressed others. So Lilith is winning in terms of who's got the best game, apparently, because Alenia apparently had a one night stand, but it looks like Lilith might have had an orgy. So, um,
Yeah, I can't claim orgy status. Sorry.
Yes.
I can confirm that
Yes.
Lilith does host orgies.
Who has the
So,
room next to Lilith?
Edite is a goddess? Question, but is causing a ruckus that morning to Lilith. Just basically being like, come on, get moving on the magical pyramid scheme. And we're all like, it's a fucking pyramid scheme.
Well, it's an MLM.
Anyway,
Yeah.
it's an MLM. It's an MLM.
Was gay?
Gay?
Thank you
Apparently
for the
Lilith
smile
owes
poll of pity.
Edite for saving him. Lilith is also the only follower of Edite. Edite tells Lilith to fuck someone, then go to work. So Lilith and presumably Lilith's partner, or maybe good friend who they also fuck sometimes, Avina, go at it.
Main whore.
Main
Literally.
whore, gotcha. And then Lilith goes to work. And then we are finally introduced to Alwyn. Alwyn, it seems to be having a memory would be my best guess. Alwyn feels the weave wash over him, hearing fragments of words repeating over and over again, body dissolving, crystallizing, and he wakes up. So a large part of Alwyn's body, the left side, is crystal. And so that's why I assume it's a memory. But he does his morning routine of ritually casting the alarm spell on his apartment at the entrances and a glyph of warding too, and then goes to work. And then we're at work at the CCU HQ. We all kind of walk in. We're all greeted by the receptionist, Fenja here. As we each enter, we all learn this is Dusty's first day back. So all of us end up kind of pitching in for like a little like, welcome back bouquet. You know, it's great and all. Notably, Waylon gets in first, starts the coffee, but also notices, because he's first, Justice Soren Calvith exiting Chief Glasgow's office. They converse briefly, and Waylon is noticeably tense, at least by Glasgow's measure. Ren arrives next, then Alwyn, then Alenia, then Lilith. Lilith is actually 20 minutes late, but brides Fen to not tattle.
Your name yet.
Lilith spills the coffee on Alwyn, and then there's a space. I don't know why I didn't write anything after that. Then we have Dusty. Dusty appears. Yeah, and we're like, oh my god, you're back. We don't want to be like, yay, you're back. Congratulations, because he's back after the death of his husband. So it's a subdued welcome back, but a heartfelt one. Ren invites everyone to the dive bar she chefs at in the lumber district, the Drunken Dryad. This is news to all of us. We didn't know she had another job. We do paperwork. Our never-ending pile of paperwork. We get through 2 boxes today. Dusty, Waylon, and Rang go to give the files that we finished to Bennett Harlow of the Arcane Technology Department to digitize at City Hall. While on their way out, on their way out from meeting with Bennett Harlow, part of the weave construction crystallizes, falls to the floor, and shatters. We're all like, what's that all about? Bennett Harlow's just on the case, won't answer anything. He is in busy bee work mode. So off we go back. Everyone else is doing shenanigans while Ren and Waylon and Dusty do that. But when they get back, they mention the weird thing with Harlow, and goes out. One second. There we go. Then the power goes out. So the power goes out, and Glasgow like sprints out of her office to inform us, like, hey, possible calamity in the power district. So, you know, the Avengers assemble, suit up, and roll out. Avengers roll out. We ride to the arcane power plant in the power district to find the main building smoking and people evacuating. A member of the Justiciars who's kind of helping with holding back a crowd. Loda Marich, one of Waylon's many cousins, greets them, leads them to the site. Waylon and Dusty go to question surviving witnesses, of which there are two, and they kind of count. The rest of them examine the scene itself. Sorry, my audio is trying to switch, even though I threw away the headset. Interesting. Anyway, of the witnesses, witness Greenwich saw something climb out of the weave when fixing some siphoning equipment, and recounts the calamity moving on two limbs, or four limbs? I don't know. That was sort of the conflicting accounts. The other witness that Dusty questioned said, "Oh no, it was moving on four." Both witnesses state it moved erratically, like electricity, very sporadic. And it moved very fast. The rest of the team examining the scene, were scattered about. There are scorch marks, which might be prints that show that the calamity moves fast and far in a rapid manner. The calamity killed whatever it saw, then blew the roof out of the facility. We also know that we kind of managed to put together like, oh, the calamity killed what it saw, presumably runs off of weave energy, but it came out.
Oh, we lost your audio,
Oh,
Aaron.
yeah.
Oh wait, you're back again, I think.
Test.
Yep.
Interesting. I'm gonna have to play with that after I'm done recapping. Anyway, we did learn that the calamity presumably runs on weave energy, but or arcane technology or arcane energy, but it didn't go for the weave that it climbed out of. It going after people, not its presumably main food source. But it also gets more powerful the more it kills, we presume, because of the way that it progressively moved farther and presumably faster after each kill it made. Alwyn in particular picks up on a lot of stuff. The dead workers aren't just burnt, they're completely drained of magic altogether. This is how we're picking up that, oh, it's feeding on the magic, but not on the weave for some reason. Alenia picks up some stuff. Weave was torn from the calamity's escape. It was escaping the weave even as it eats its energy. Pretty much Ren ends up wild shaping into a wren and flies up and out to kind of see like where the calamity burst out of the roof. Another thing that we're confused about, considering this is where the food source is. Why is it leaving? And she's looking around, we realizing, oh, it might travel where weave energy is. She looks at a power line leading away from the power plant, notices something up with it, realizes that's right above the crowd outside of the power plant, rushes over cast wind wall in perfect time because that's when the calamity busts out and like tries to attack the crowd, and her wind wall presumably saves a lot of people from dying. And that's where we left off with that, where we're like, okay, we are entering combat against our first calamity. Fuck.
Yeah.
Horrible first day for Dusty, guys. First day back.
He's our good luck charm.
I do I do want to say Amanda, that wasn't even me giving you something for casting that spell. That was truly like that thing was gonna slam into the ground and kill a bunch of people, and you stopped it.
Yay!
So, yeah, I mean, I hope we are all in roll 20, and I'm gonna take us to our combat layer here.
I gotta get my circle ready. My
But
circle ready so that. Sorry, what's up?
Okay. You see before you a crowd of people with the calamity present, this hulking monstrosity of electricity and power. Uh, all of these gray circles here are people. You will often in fights like this be in situations with civilians, and oh,
we lose. Oh,
also, is anyone else seeing tea anymore?
I see a frozen tea. I'm gonna get rid of my background and.
My video just crashed and then rejoined. Oh, we lost T.
Oh.
Lacrosse.
maybe.
Oh wait, no, she's not lacrosse anymore.
Yeah, you can't blame
Lacrosse
little
is going through
lacrosse. I'm back.
But civilians in these fights truly have nothing. They cannot take. I mean, they can take actions, but it is basically run, hide, or throw a fist is what they can do.
I hope they're running and hiding. I hope
Yeah.
they're running and hiding.
And as far as damage, as regular civilians in D&D have like 5 hit points. If
Oh
any of
god, they're
these,
so squishy.
yeah, if any of these people are hit by calamity, they are done for.
Insta kill.
Insta kill. As I'm sure it is obvious, the calamity itself is the purple square in front of you. God, how?
Oh, my titty chain's gone.
Yeah, he took the titties away from us.
That was Dakota's idea, by the way.
I believe over in
Tell
this
Dakota he's a genius.
direction. Over in this direction is where everyone ran out of the factory. So anyone who was running out of the factory, you can put your token anywhere, just like over here.
Okay.
I
Should I slide it
do
further back?
remember. Yeah, I think Ren would be somewhere, and basically anywhere like in the crowd over here, as you kind
Okay.
of like ran in to protect these people with your spell. So
Fair.
slightly split, but not really.
Can you point again to where people running out of the factory would be?
Where the
Anywhere,
green and dark
anywhere
blue
like
is.
yeah, anywhere like here and below is where y'all would be at this current moment.
Let's see. Let me take a look at a spell.
There we go. Jesus, that took way too many tries to try to get that. Oh yeah, the light green in the center. That took too many tries to get.
No, that's no.
Dakota, Aaron says you're a genius for the chain.
Ah, no.
Hi, babe.
Oh, I hate it here.
Oh, hey.
I'm not ready.
Oh.
You're gonna have to wait.
I was just gonna narrate some stuff beforehand.
No.
Oh,
You gotta
Please.
just wait because this is
Please.
pissing me off. Hold on.
Is it Bug bothering you? Because Bug's bothering me.
No, it's roll 20. Roll 20 is pissing me off.
It's peeing you O?
Yes, it's peeing my O right now. Okay, I'm good. Sorry,
Okay.
guys.
So obviously, I think this is the only fight I would ever do this, but I think, once again, just recapping the different nature of these fights. This is not a fight to win, but a fight to test the abilities of what this thing is. With that, I think would be very good. I don't know if someone wants to volunteer for this, but to keep track of resistances, immunities,
Okay.
vulnerabilities, anything they're able to put together.
Sure.
As of now, all that you know is that it is
Resistant.
resistant to force damage, and that is it.
To force. I think also you said something about magic resistance too. Because you said
It's
Well, I guess-
arcane.
I think we
What
just
else
knew
we
that
guys-
it was.
that was the wording. I mean, you could have meant force damage, but the wording was it was because it was magic. It was halved.
Oh, I think I might have just meant like magical force damage.
Magical resistant to force damage. Okay.
Is anybody against what oh, that's really small. Just
Oh, putting that on the battle map isn't a bad idea. So that we can all
actually,
read it.
hell yeah.
and then we can just add whatever we
Yeah.
find out, and then that way
That sounds
everybody
good.
has that information.
I'll keep it also
Good
in
idea.
I'll also still write it in my notebook just for
Me too.
The next
our
battle.
next battle with it, presumably.
As a potential correction or addendum, I believe it was magical bludgeoning that your spell did, Amanda. That did half damage.
Oh,
And not force. I could be wrong, but I thought that was what it was.
let me just double check.
Not to delay us again, but I did think that was what it
Mm.
was.
It's
And if
3d8
we get to learn
bludgeoning.
that,
It is 3d8 bludgeoning.
Oh, okay. Well, we could just change that then. It was
To
resistant
magical.
to magical bludgeoning.
Magical
Although,
bludgeoning.
well, actually, you know what? No, you can't keep force there because your characters wouldn't know about that. But I would also like to remind everyone of the importance of your free actions, using that to make insight, arcana, survival, nature checks to try and figure out anything you would want to about this creature as well. But with that in mind, let's roll initiative, everybody.
Yeah, he said the
I love
line.
that initiative.
There we go.
It's the
Uh,
line.
Ooh, that's pretty good. Well, what do I have to dex actually? Okay, yeah,
22.
Mine's only.
21.
Oh.
ooh.
It's almost like you guys are married.
21.
16.
Anyone else get above a 20?
Did you get my 22?
We're not starting this shit again, Gus, please.
Well, I did actually want to double check, but
I did, yeah.
okay.
Anyone 15 to 20?
15.
Ah.
Holy shit, I gotta get the bad rolls out of my dice. I'm glad I'm testing this now instead of in combat.
Hold this
10.
dice set that you gave me for
Yeah,
Christmas rolls like ass.
that's on purpose.
I have
10 to 15.
I got a 10. I just
12.
rolled the d20 probably 12 times and I did not get above a 10 a single time. I'm never using that set.
Except for when you want to roll bad.
This is just like that absolutely cursed set that Amanda gave me that one time. Never rolled well.
Bueller, did the stairs kick your ass?
Oh, is he huffing and puffing?
No, you fell down the first two.
Oof.
Buddy, what were you doing?
Oh, hey. Actually, I'll just let y'all know. This thing got a 5 on its initiative roll.
Oh,
So
it was
you,
so thrown off by
yeah,
Ren wrecking its rhythm.
yeah, it was like arcing down and then just gets fully interrupted by a wall of wind and is just looking around confused as fuck.
Like, who the fuck?
And up first is going to be Alwyn.
Yeah, that's me.
Can-
I'm Owen.
Clarifying
This is
question. This
awesome.
thing is in the air.
It is on the ground now. It was in the
Okay.
air. It's on the ground now.
Okay. Are you ready for me to unleash the fury?
Yes.
Okay. I am going to. I guess I should use a different bonus action here. For a bonus action, I would like to use my telekinetic feat, and I would like to push the civilian that's like to the top right of the guy back 5 feet as
This
a
little
bonus
guy.
action. Yeah.
Bam.
Perfect.
Okay, I move him
Thank
diagonally
you.
if that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
To like the right, so it's out of Ren's way
no.
/ for as far away as possible.
You're beautiful for that.
Yeah. And then I would like to cast Chromatic Orb. So let's roll here. A 17.
A 17 misses.
Zam. Yeah, gonna
I forgot. That's right. You're
reach
not
in
power
like
scaling.
towards the crystals, kind of like grab a ball from it and just huck it hard as you can.
Yeah, I
And
think
just miss. Or hits the armor or whatever of like the shit.
Oh, bye.
yeah, I think you see this thing like is confused for a second. It was expecting to land on people, and then like lands on the ground instead after being pushed away. But is only confused for a second as you throw a chromatic orb at it, and it's just kind of like electricity and arcane energy wrap around its arm as it like bats up and just completely deflects chromatic orb.
And that is I'll move forward a little bit.
Not
Okay.
too
So
much now.
5, 10.
Now calm down now.
Now calm down now.
I'll move up right there.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine.
Up up next is going to be Ren. Ren, you are surrounded by people,
All right.
but path has been cleared.
Okay, as Alwyn has pushed this guy, she's like silently thanks him with like a little look and a nod. And I think she holds up her hands again, and frost begins to spread over them, and she shoots out a burst of frost and cold energy towards this guy to cast Rhymes Binding Ice. I will need it to make a con saving throw.
Okay.
And because that guy was pushed out, no civilians get hurt.
Hell
You
yeah.
were just gonna fire it off.
No, I was gonna get closer.
I was gonna ask, were you just gonna hit the civilian?
Well, I wasn't going to then cast it, or I would have stepped forward. But you have to be a 16.
It gets a 16.
Fucking hell.
Does it do damage
Yes,
otherwise
it does.
though?
Okay, so on a
Perfect,
failed
okay.
save, a creature takes 3d8 cold damage and is hindered by ice formations for 1 minute. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage and isn't hindered. But I'll
Okay.
roll my damage.
And this is going to be 4th. It is resistant to cold damage.
Resistant to cold.
Well,
Guys, I
fuck
think we
me
just gotta
then.
hit this thing. I think we just have to hit this thing.
I mean, it's worth checking.
That was decent damage, though.
Yeah.
13. So 20 half to 10.
Hell
Half
yeah,
to
okay.
then 5, I guess.
So with that force earlier, that's like 9 points of damage so far.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
brother.
baby.
Hell
Let
yeah.
me just check something if I can do this as a bonus action. No, I'm not interested in AI mode. Go away.
Ew.
Oh
Boo, AI, boo.
No.
Oh, okay.
Why
I have
is
a story.
Primal
But it can be for a
Savagery a
later
bonus
time.
action? This is bullshit. All right. Never mind. That's all I got.
Okay.
But I
Up
also
next.
shout at people to just get the fuck away.
Run.
Run.
Up next is Waylon.
On these nuts.
Waylon
All
on these
right,
nuts.
so
That's how I'm trying to
Waylon's
be.
gonna run up on this guy. So I'm 25 feet away. I'm immediately going to run up within range. Sorry, spellcasters. And then
No, that's
I'm
okay.
going to summon bonus action, summon my Echo Knight.
Oh, there we
Echo.
go.
And I get 4 attacks between me and my Echo Knight at 5th level.
Yeah, you
So
absolutely
I would
do.
start swinging, right? And for the most part, my Echo Knight uses my damage attacks because it's echoing my weapon. So,
Okay.
I would love any input from the people who are used to playing martial classes because I haven't played a martial class in a while. But I'm gonna roll to hit
With advantage.
with advantage because we're flanking. That's
You're
right.
flanking, yeah.
16. Okay, so I add what to hit?
Well, what kind of weapon are you using?
It would be a
There's no-
strength.
Strength.
Yeah,
So
strength and
strength plus your
proficiency.
proficiency.
Oh, okay. So that's a 24 to hit on the first one.
Now
24
write
absolutely hits.
now write that number down on your sheet.
Yeah, right in the middle of their sheet, there's a spot for it.
Where?
It says
Attacks and spellcasting in the middle of the sheet.
Yeah,
You can
there's
put your
names for
weapon, your attack bonus, and your damage.
So it's weapon stat plus proficiency. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. But 24 to hit hits.
Absolutely.
Okay,
All
so
right.
17 doesn't hit, but a 24 does. We have a
Yes,
range
it
in
does.
here. Okay, perfect.
I do want to ask you though, what type of damage is this?
This is piercing.
Okay. What weapon was this again?
Longsword.
So you swing down with your longsword. As you hit, actually, give me an Arcana check, I would say.
Yeah, my Arcana +2, really high. No, but I rolled a 19. That's a 21. Waylon's been hitting the
Okay.
books.
Waylon, you watch as you swing your sword down, slam into this creature, and your sword seems to be almost immediately stopped and repelled by this like magic surrounding the creature. Uh,
So immune.
it
Immune, so-
is immune to non-magical piercing.
Boo, I don't know how much help I'm gonna be in this fight then.
If you have, you probably
Alright.
have
Let me double check.
weapons,
Alright, next time I'll have to grab
where
magic
you might have
weapons.
slashing or bludgeoning, just to check those if you have the ability to.
Also Cole,
I think
Yeah.
I do have a knife, I just didn't write it down.
just a question. Will you have a turn for the people to do like they're running away?
They go at the end of the order.
Wonderful.
Okay, let me write
Seeing-
down non-magical piercing.
Mhm. Yeah, seeing that the first
Alright,
attack is
wrote it
immune,
down.
is there anything else that Waylon tries on his turn?
Swapping weapons and go for slashing damage.
Hell yeah, man, go for it.
This time it'll be the echo that does it, because you know I get 4 attacks. Fuck you. That's a 15 on the dice. That'd be a 23 to hit.
23 hits.
How does
And this
non-magical
is,
slashing do?
I think you transfer to your Echo Knight, watches your Echo Knight slashes with a weapon as well, and it in turn bounces off. So I think all of you watch Waylon and Echo Knight sort of like, you know, fucking pincer move combo from both sides, like slash down with weapons, and those weapons are deflected. It is immune to non-magical slashing.
I know it's probably immune to all non-magical damage, but just to be thorough, I'm going to have the Echo Knight make a final attack. I'm going to assume that if something you try and punch something, that's bludgeoning damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Echo Knight's going to try and punch it to test and see if it'll take any bludgeoning.
Hell yeah.
All right, that's another 24, babes.
Yeah, I think you see Echo Knight drops weapon, fucking Waiata, like swings on it, and it also bounces off. Immune to non-magic bludgeoning.
Good. We
I
got
think
3
Wayland at
damage.
that point. I would think Wayland at that point will shout out non-magical damages don't work.
Mhm.
And I already used 25 of my movement speed. I'll use the final 5 to try and gain a little bit of distance here to hopefully open up at least a little bit for spellcasters. By the way, light green center is Waylon. Dark green is the Echo. Hit the Echo, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, cool.
And I don't think Waylon's gonna take his final attack, or rather, he didn't action surge, I should say, because he can only do that once per long rest at this point.
Mhm.
Especially because he can't fucking hit this thing.
Okay.
So that will be the end of my turn.
Okay.
Oh
That
no, it
is
wasn't
then.
action surge. That would be extra attack, but I
Oh
won't use
wait,
my extra attack.
could I just I just as a martial class thing for things you can
Yes.
try, Aaron.
Mhm.
I'm just telling you this early because I don't remember how they exactly work, but you also have the shove action that you can take as an attack that I believe you can push them back, or you can try to knock them prone. I believe there's like size things, and then there's also the grapple action, which can keep them from moving, but I think it doesn't do
Shove,
much.
grapple, prone. Okay, I'll look that up on my off turn.
Yeah, just
Oh, yeah.
so you're aware. But yeah, that's all I
Okay,
got.
I'll look into it. I'm gonna take a
Huh?
whiz, but y'all keep going.
That's gonna be Alenia next.
Why do I gotta follow that? I ain't got nothing that's non-magical to. I all I have is non-magical damage. um.
Guys, these people are fucked.
Yeah, I think so. Cole,
Guys, we're fucked.
I'm assuming this counts as a creature and not a person.
Yes.
Well, fuck.
Kind of
Although,
fucked up of you to assume.
actually, it depends on what you're doing. What did you have in mind?
Well, the only other thing besides non-magical damage would be fucking around with one of my special stuff.
Hey,
And
man.
it would be pretty entertaining to just take the creature's fucking form in front of everyone.
You can do that. You can also evacuate people in some way. Maybe like you can shove them, or just as other options if you want.
All
Yeah, I'll
sorts of
say,
things.
Doing funny shit is also good. As in
I'll
doing something quick.
say, you could. I would allow like as a free action if you move to a space like next to someone, like one of these civilians. If you kept moving, you could like take them with you. So you could move people on your action if you wanted to as well.
Cool.
That would probably be the only thing useful I could do. Because there's no way that this special thing actually works. You're not gonna give me.
Just immediately assume, yeah.
I
Hey, mom.
just I know how Cole works, and that's a little
Hey,
too OP.
there's only one way to find out.
You
Well,
know,
waste
it
your
is
action,
it
waste
is
your
day
action.
one.
Yeah. Did you guys see
Wait, the action's different than the free action, right?
This is true.
did you guys see the interview of the what's the name of Matt Mercer's D&D group?
Critical Role?
Critical Role.
Yeah, that, you know how Brendan Lee Mulligan is DMing for them? Did you
Oh
see the
boy, do
interviews with
I.
the players?
Yeah,
Yes.
The players
13.
being like, yeah, so Matt loves us. We know this. Brennan, oh my god. That's cold to us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm fucking
You're
evil.
Brennan,
Anyway,
Amanda's Matt.
It doesn't love us.
What? What?
All right.
I'm so
Well,
nice to you.
we'll give it we'll give it a try. I am gonna move slightly out of the way so I don't accidentally fucking kill anyone. Um, which does mean I'm backing up a little bit, but oh, actually, why don't I go the other way? Here, okay. I'm gonna use Memory Spike and try to take this creature's form to try to glean some. I want to choose a broad category of weaknesses. Does
Oh, good
weaknesses
one.
count as a broad category?
That's such a good one.
I would allow it.
Yes,
Yes.
giddy up.
So,
So here's the thing, guys. When this happens, I turn into this fucking creature.
Yeah. Get your
you
freak on.
all you all
Get your
watch as
freedom.
Alenia in front of this creature changes into it. Alenia, uh, I don't think you're able to mimic the like power that is circulating off of it, but you are able to mimic the like base shape that you can see.
Yeah.
Um, So, memory spike uh, is. I just have to make sure I look at my wording here.
Yep.
Based off of familiarity. You are not very familiar with
Nope.
this creature, so I'm going to say, roll me a D100 percentile, and I want you to get above a 70.
I don't know that I've ever gotten above a 70 on a D100. Okay.
Well, now it's time to start.
Yeah, probably should. We'll use the brand new dice from my bachelorette, and if it doesn't work, we can blame Amanda.
Whoa.
I can't make this up. Well, hold on. I love when this happens.
93.
Hey,
93,
Fucking
baby.
What
Read
can I
it and
say?
weep,
Christ.
baby.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, I did specify in the ability that the higher you get, the better the information.
Yeah, you
Uh,
did.
First and foremost, I think to everyone else outside, you watch as Alenia turns into the form of this creature. And for a moment, this creature, who seems very ready to start hitting the people around it, pauses and turns to look at Alenia. Uh, and I think all of you watch as a small wisp of black smoke, well, more gray smoke, emits from Elenia's forehead across the battlefield uh, into the head of this creature. Um, which I will say as well, if anyone wants to investigate that on their turn, you can absolutely do so. But you watch as a connection is formed in the mind of this creature. Uh, Alenia, you don't see memories per se, as this thing
Okay.
doesn't have the same concept of memory and time as you do. However, you in your mind experience feelings and emotions. You connect into this thing's space and feel what it has felt. I think you, on a 93, I think you know you are feeling it inside of the weave. Not too long ago, before it came out of the weave, you feel it
Earth.
siphoning power, pulling power inwards, causing all of the electronics and spells around Arcadia to flicker and die momentarily. Um, and you feel it enjoy consuming this power until it doesn't anymore. It needs to release this power. Um, and that is when you feel or see the first thing that you actually see is it climbing out of the weave, devouring dozens of people, expending its energy to kill and take energy back in return. You see it explode out of the roof after like bounding across the factory that you were in. Um, and expending a lot of energy to do so, then sees a power line and digs itself into that, and you feel that surge and eating of power. uh I think you don't get like necessarily exact damage type vulnerabilities and weaknesses, but I what I will give you on this is something arguably better. This calamity works like a battery. You feel as though it has a certain amount of energy that it can hold. And as it was reaching that level of energy in the weave and in the power lines, it became uncomfortable, as though something bad was going to happen to it if it kept consuming this energy. And I think you felt as it was killing people, it wasn't getting back the amount of energy it takes to kill a person, and it was like dimming, lowering on the energy thing. So this thing is literally a battery with a upper and lower limit of where the power can be at.
Sick. This is gonna be so
Um,
cool.
Battle of
and
attrition.
the connection is severed. I think all of you see as. I think I would say after this you would revert back to your form. That like smoke is gone, and all
I
of you
think
just yeah.
I don't know if for this spell you would write it this way, but typically my form changes are a full act. I figured this was going to take me two full
Mm.
turns to do. But if you
Um,
want this spell to work differently, you could.
I would say for this instance, I'm okay with you reverting back afterward.
Okay.
But I will say this for sure. Actually, T, correct me if I'm wrong. I don't. Has anyone in your party seen you do this before?
I don't think this one, but they know I'm a changeling. They've seen me change into other people.
Okay. Yeah. So y'all see as Alenia pull something out that you've never seen before. Would 100% never seen this.
This would have been
Um.
so nice 6 months
We're
ago.
like, oh god, it spawned another, and then we see it change back to Lenny, and we're like, oh, okay.
It spawned another.
Anything else from Alenia's turn here?
um, I don't think the info's useful at this very moment because we're gonna have to fight this thing again. So I think could I use a free action to also try to judge how many try to make a mental judgment of how many people it could kill to get to an empty state?
Yeah, go for it. I would allow like an Arcana check, I would say, based on vision that you would had.
Sure. 9.
You are
Mm,
not
mm,
quite sure, like what
That's
that
fair.
means, in case of like what it is fully capable of. All right, up next is Dusty. Dusty is a
Holy shit, he's
monk.
here.
Yeah, Dusty's here. Dusty's a monk, and also I'm looking at it, does not have
Oh,
much going on.
yeah, their
Uh,
attacks aren't magical until like
yeah,
next level, I think.
Yeah. Dusty's
yeah,
in the
not quite
same
yet.
boat as Waylon. And I think with Waylon shouting at him that non-magical attacks don't work, I think Dusty would probably focus on evacuating, hopefully.
I think
Interesting.
Dusty has so much fucking movement. He's gonna run up, uh, and use key points here to make a stunning strike on this thing to see if he can stun it. Uh,
Ooh.
That'd be a
Get him,
slay.
kitten.
Literally.
uh,
Oh my
What
god,
is
get him
he?
getting really hits.
okay. Uh, uh, Dusty, you see Dusty like fully, you know, dashes up, delivers like a perfect roundhouse kick to this thing to stun it, and and it fully just bounces off. You see that this thing, for all intents and purposes, it should have been stunned, but in this moment is not. It is immune to the stun condition. Uh, and with that, I think he. Oh, actually, I don't know if running away is a super. Well, kind of has to
I
at some
mean,
point. He is going to.
does Dusty get 2 actions, or does Dusty just get 1 action? Because I mean, Dusty could disengage, and then you can't take an they can't take an opportunity attack on him.
Well,
Uh,
his action for monks would be the set amount of hits.
yeah,
Oh.
and I don't think he's gonna bother trying to keep hitting because he knows that it's not gonna work. So I think he is going to run
You can also
off.
step of the wind, which allows you to disengage
Oh,
as a bonus action. But,
Thank
or
you.
I think it does.
Thank you, a monk player.
Yeah.
Thank you, monk player.
oh, right. Yeah, no, he spends a key point and is gonna step of the wind away. And he is going to bring this person 5 feet more away from the creature.
Feature. Sorry.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Goddamn. Even it's insane how at even low levels monks move fast.
They're so fast.
But
I
okay,
was
up
gonna say
next.
he's a clever cat.
Oh, up next is
Okay.
going to be Lilith.
Yeah. I'm gonna try casting Dispel Magic on this guy.
Okay.
Yeah. I want to see what happened. It could
Yeah,
just
me
be
too.
nothing, but I want to see something happen.
Yeah, it could be nothing, but like he's made of magic.
Hey,
I'll try, man.
hey, my my wonderful wife, you may have just fucked me.
Yes!
Yes!
Yes! This is like Magic Circle
Fuck
all
your
over again.
husband! Fuck your husband!
This is like that one time I cast like Magic Circle or whatever.
Old people on the night of your wedding. Sorry.
Hey, I'm going to say this because Dispel Magic just works essentially. I'll tell you what actually. Because Dispel Magic, this is going to have an effect. Dispel Magic says if something is 4th level or higher, you can roll 10 plus the spell's level of like a DC check using your spell casting ability. I'm going to let you make that roll to see how. There's no set DC for this, but that's going to be how effective this is, like how powerful of a
Okay.
dispel
So,
magic this is.
Would you have?
So this is.
Would it be plus the spellcasting ability or spell attack bonus
I think it's the
for her
spell.
roll?
This would be spellcasting ability.
Okay.
So no set DC. The higher, the better.
Can I give myself guidance?
That's an action.
Yeah, that would be an action.
Fuck.
Not to shoot us in the foot right there, but
Yeah, Amanda.
I'm sorry. I have to be honest.
Stop reminding him of the rules.
You don't have to. God.
I'm sorry.
You don't
I'm sorry.
have to. Cheat a little bit, God.
I'm sorry. Gus is rubbing off
Pull
on
a
me.
fast one. My God.
Oh.
You're right, I'm rubbing off on you, babe. Good chow.
Wait, we're blaming Gus for her being more honest?
Yeah, he rules lawyer. He rule lawyers, and then now Amanda's rule is lawyering. We're fucked.
21.
Ooh.
Period.
Ooh.
To explain this in, I have to find what terms can I explain this in to not give away too much that you wouldn't get. Okay. This thing Elenia has figured out, while Lilith doesn't know it yet, that this thing has like a set power level. It can be at a certain height, and if it goes too low, then it can't really do anything. So as you cast a very powerful dispel magic on it, I'm not going to let you know by how much, but I think you see this thing's like shell of magic around it dims significantly, and you feel that you have kind of just like dispelled a significant amount of power that this thing has.
Oh my god.
Hey, gotta love D&D where I didn't even consider that, but that's sick as fuck. So absolutely, while it doesn't like necessarily hurt it physically, it is significantly less powerful. You just like sucked a lot of energy out of it.
Drain that battery, baby.
Okay.
Hit it again. Hit it
Now.
again.
Another one.
Which I can on my next turn, but for now, for my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Spiritual Weapon.
Beautiful. What does it look like?
Ooh. It's like really cunty.
Oh, so you a cunt? Like a vagina?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spiritual Weapon is a vagina. And I'm gonna put it.
Is this canon?
I think it is.
Oh, okay. I
It's not.
was like, oh wait, I need to double check.
No.
I need to draw this.
That's my spiritual weapon. It's like a God, what weapons do I even own? It's a cunty little mace.
Okay.
Okay. Is it making like a mogging face?
Yes. It has eyelashes. Yeah.
Amazing.
Like the metal ones on cars.
Amazing.
Yes.
Okay. Up next is the Calamity. This thing finally gets to go.
Wait, when does my spiritual weapon go?
I believe it's used a bonus action to use it, but I'm not.
Oh,
I don't remember off the top of my head.
I think it just lingers, right?
Yeah, it shows up. I think. I don't
thought
remember.
it had its
Let
own-
it linger.
I think that might just be a Baldur's Gate thing where it gets to go right away.
Yeah, because I
but I don't
think
know.
when I
Just,
DM'd for a cleric, I let it go on its like
Oh.
right after, but that's because I was going off of Baldur's Gate rules and I didn't read
I
the
mean-
spell.
Baldur's Gate has ruined you all.
That's fine. Listen, that rule was better for you guys, so
So I guess it's up to you, Cole, if you.
I am gonna say whatever the spell itself says. Which,
Okay. Yeah, it does say as a bonus action. Wait. When you cast the spell, you can make a melee spell attack against a creature within 5 feet of the weapon.
Cool,
Oh.
go for it then.
I'm gonna go make a whaling character drink really quick. I will be right back, but I'm listening.
okay.
I haven't named this one yet.
It's gonna be over a 24.
Hell yeah, that's gonna hit. Could I ask what type of damage this is?
Magical.
Isn't it radiant?
I
Right?
believe it's magical, slashing, bludgeoning, or piercing. I
Oh, okay.
guess, or what I remember, but
Yeah. I believe. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's force damage.
Ah, okay.
Well, damage is damage, so
Damage is in fact damage, and you then get to officially learn that it is resistant to force damage.
oh my god, I can't
God.
believe it. We didn't even know that.
how could we have ever known that?
Um. So 6.
Okay. Is that halved already?
Yes.
Okay.
God, I'm gonna have to remember to keep track of spell
Oh.
slots again.
Okay.
Oh, bye.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Mhm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Now that it's like magic shield has diminished, is its AC lower? Can I roll an arcana?
You absolutely can. Yes.
Let's use a new die. Arcana 16?
I think. I think based on the assumption that this thing is like a battery, I think even a battery with like lower power still operates until the energy is fully gone. So I think it is not like weaker in the sense of like armor class and abilities. I think just
Okay.
weaker in the sense of like it has a limited. You definitely fucked with the range of what it can do to y'all right now.
Okay.
Good question. Good question.
But yeah, very good question.
Also, green.
Was that green ghoul juice?
Green.
Green ghoul juice?
Green.
Hey, correct me if I'm wrong. This is your Echo Knight, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is my Echo Knight, yes. The dark green is my Echo Knight.
You watch as this thing looks. Honestly, it doesn't really have facial expressions, but it looks upset. It reaches an arm out and because your Echo Knight's like very, it's like translucent, like passes through things. It
Yeah.
reaches its arm inside of your Echo Knight, and you watch as your Echo Knight is absorbed into it. So it fully
Oh.
like steals the power of your Echo Knight from you.
This motherfucker is stealing my guy. Like, okay, so I'm gonna delete the Echo Knight off of the board at this point, but good to know that it can absorb my Echo Knight, motherfucker.
You just fed it breakfast.
Yeah. Alenia
Well, he
did,
was
sorry, no, Lilith did all that work about making it hungry, and then I was just like, bon appetit, I guess.
Oh wait, no, he
No!
ran away.
No,
You-
get back here, you son of a bitch!
You watch as this thing kind of like jumps forward and fully Power Ranger style midair turns into electricity, shoots across the battlefield, uh, uh, essentially barreling through a civilian, landing on the ground, kind of like crackling for a second, and then jumps off and then runs through another civilian, and then same thing.
Damn.
Uh,
Damn, that's two.
so it fully
Oh,
just obliterates
hey, why is he
2
here?
people.
Hey,
And
why is he
Kira,
here?
the horse is here.
Oh,
I
why
will say
is-
this, can only make one attack against Ren here.
why is he there? Hello, Pina.
So that's a 19 on the die.
Yeah, Pina, the horse is
Fuck.
here. I
Oh,
should have
fuck,
cast
Ren
Arbor
is
Mag at
fucked.
this. That's fine. Guys, it's fine.
On one hit, this thing
No.
I honestly like wallops into you, hits you with its like kind of like front limbs, I guess you could call them. You are hit with a force that takes the air out of your stomach. It kind of like honestly, well, actually, roll me an Arcana check. I would say, being the first person to be hit by this thing.
That is going to be a 24.
You feel it siphoning energy off of you. But you are a little more powerful than the average person, so it doesn't take you out right away. But I think you feel like an electricity, like an energy wrap around you as it's like siphoning energy out, and you take 18 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
Oh, so it deals lightning damage.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
It's releasing its essence on you.
Well, don't say that.
And
It's-
then
I'm calling
it's
HR
time.
on this guy.
It's
Well,
it's
yeah.
slick, perhaps. Is it covering you and it's slick?
We're calling it's
Ooh.
not HR, it's
Well-
SR, Sapient Resources.
Oh, that's kind of
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
All right, a lot of people are getting the fuck out of here.
Thank
Good.
you, Joe.
I'm like trying to frantically calculate how quickly I can get to some of these people to get them out of this thing's path. Question, which channel did you send that picture of the calamity in? Was it general?
It might have been general.
I think it was general. I can.
I see the wabbit. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah. Here.
Yeah. Hey, Cole, have you ever fucking hell? I forgot the name of the game. Never mind. I was gonna say if you've ever seen a game that kind of vaguely reminds me of this calamity, but I forget the fucking name, so I have to bully Tim to see if he'll remember it for me. Hold on. Hold on.
I've
still-
never seen a game before.
I'm still imagining this thing as pink. I'm not gonna lie.
And that's okay. You're
Maybe
allowed
that's just
to.
the way that Lilith sees the world.
Pink.
Everything just has more pink on it.
I think you see everyone fucks off.
Thank God.
People rushing to get out of here, very much giving a wide berth for all of you right now to actually deal with this thing. Going back up to the top of the order with Alwyn.
Yeah. This time I'm going to use my bonus action and start my blade song. So he begins to do like a little whistle thing, and that vibrates the like crystals and stuff on the side of his body, and it kind of like detaches somewhat as like there's this like reverberation.
Can I ask, does your song sound something like
Moonbeam ice cream taking off your blue jeans?
Yeah, generally to the ears of people, it does sound like Moonbeam ice cream.
wonderful?
I'm so glad
Oh.
you said that because since the soundboard is muted, I had no fucking like I just heard Amanda
Oh.
say, does your song sound like, and then it was silent, and then you were like, yeah. And I was like, what?
You're missing out.
Why are you yelling at me?
Cole, have you ever seen the video game Prey. It was released in 2017.
No.
It is a fantastic sci-fi horror game. And it genuinely, the creatures called Typhons from that game remind me of this calamity heavily.
Okay.
Like, does 19 hit?
Interesting. 19 does hit.
Sweet.
Okay.
I'm casting Chromatic Orb again, by the way.
Hell
And
yeah.
this, I am
Taste the
choosing
rainbow.
to use acid damage for this, so I'll roll, but we'll see. That's a couple of ones. I got 5 damage.
Okay, and this is halved to 3. It is resistant to acid damage.
Another thing off the
What the fuck is
list.
it not resistant to?
There's a lot of damage types. But yeah.
There
Brother,
is. There's
these
quite
are
a
all
bit.
the ones that I go for.
Unfortunate.
Let me
Yeah.
here. You know what? I'll pull up a list of all the damage types. Because I'm looking at combat rules. Because I was looking at shove and prone and stuff. There's a fuck ton of them. I'm gonna send the screen or snip of all the different damage types.
I'm gonna take like 15 steps forward and to the left just a little bit here.
For each calamity, we should honestly
Well,
make a little like bingo
20.
chart and block off all the damage types we can't use.
Wait, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
that's actually
Can
really
you-
funny.
What did we find out about damage this time?
Resistant to magical. Was it piercing or slashing?
Acid.
What? Oh, acid, right?
Oh, acid. Sorry.
Acid just now.
I just assumed because it was a blade. My bad. No, I think I just zoned out a little bit. That's my bad.
I was talking to Amanda about the critterus, so
The
Mm.
critters.
That makes sense. That is the end of my turn though. It is
Okay.
Libly's.
Ren, that's gonna be you.
Well, you know, he just mentioned it. I'm a moonbeam.
Ice cream.
I'm a moonbeam ice cream.
Moonbeam ice cream, taking off your blue jeans.
Oh, it's so much.
I got serious street cred for putting Moonbeam ice cream as one of our soundboard reacts at work, by the way.
Anyway, I am going to cast a good old moonbeam. A silvery beam of pale light shines down on it. 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. I need this big boy to make a con save. It is engulfed in ghostly flames.
sexy.
That is an 18 on the die for the con save, so does succeed. However, what type of damage is this?
Radiant.
This thing succeeds at saving throw, but this is going to be normal damage because the damage is doubled.
Oh!
What kind of
Sounded
damage are you
fun.
doing? Sorry. What kind of damage are you doing?
Radiant.
This thing is vulnerable to radiant damage.
Vulnerability
That
to
is going to be
radiant.
then, so not halved anymore, just straight 15 points of damage.
Okay.
Also, I'm gonna share a piece of Timmy fan art he made for Prey 2017 back in the day. Because there's a creature called phantoms that look kind of low-key similar, at least in silhouette, to the calamity.
Quick question: is this guy a shape changer?
It is not. No.
All right. Then never mind. I just if they were, it would have made it at disadvantage. But
I'm gonna say this is something that Lilith and Lilith and Elenia, the two of you understand this without rolling. Ren, you can make an Arcana check with advantage to kind of figure out what the fuck happened.
I will do that. So that okay. On an advantage, that's a 27.
Okay. I think the three of y'all have, as you haven't been able to like share this with the group yet, the three of y'all have begun to understand that this thing again acts like a battery with a flow of electricity through it. And I think you see as radiant energy hits it, it's kind of like that YouTube video where you watch someone put like 30,000 volts through an Elmo toy and it just blows up.
All right.
You
Yeah.
see radiant energy hits this thing, and it kind of seems to like supercharge it to the point where it looks extremely uncomfortable with that fact. So I think you see this thing very much hates the amount of energy that it gets from radiant.
So then I wonder
She
also if anybody has any lightning spells. If
Ooh,
lightning
that's a good
will do
idea.
something similar.
Mhm.
maybe. Yeah, we can try it. I am hesitant. Lightning's gonna do nothing though.
We have to
Yeah.
do one or the other though. We can't charge it up and then also do dispel magic and like dispel everything. We got to pick either
Yeah.
overloading the system or depleting the battery.
Yeah, I
And
think
this
to
is
that
just
point,
checking right now too, as
uh,
well.
I, I I think you see to that point, it does seem to undo what the dispel magic had done.
But it says it still looks
So
it says it still looks
yes,
uncomfortable though.
yeah,
Okay.
this is the kind of energy it doesn't like consuming.
Okay. Uh Ren looks just the tiniest bit of smug, not too much. It's just like a little tiny smirk on her face. Um I kind of want to get the fuck out of there, but that's going to be an attack of opportunity. Um um
I would get out of there, no matter what.
Yeah, I would.
Would Waylon say get out of there?
Yeah.
Okay. Then Ren will listen to her teammate.
Okay.
And 5, 10, 15, 20. The magic circle's still on there though.
Okay.
By magic circle, I mean
Uh, let's see. It will take a swing at you with an
oh,
opportunity
figured.
attack.
Let
Um.
me put my
Ooh.
Hey, Cole, what
ooh,
Yeah.
size is the calamity?
It is, I think, large, not large enough to take up more than one square, but this thing is very much like a kind of like,
Like classification wise, it's large, not medium like most of us.
yeah, yeah. I would say think like probably like a silverback gorilla and a half in like mass amount,
Silverback, gorilla, and a half.
and
Okay,
and a
gotcha.
half, yeah,
okay.
half a silverback.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Does a 16 hit, Ren?
Kai goes to defender, baby.
There we go. This thing
Yeah.
swings and misses.
I will duck right under it and then back off.
Um, Up next is Waylon.
On these nuts.
Mhm.
Waylon on
Waylon
these
on these
nuts.
notes. Genuinely, Waylon knows that he cannot deal damage to it at this point, so he's low key mostly going to see if he can't get people out of the way. So his action, he will actually use his action to dash, so he gets double movement speed to get to. Does everyone see me measuring on the combat board?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We'll go to this civilian, get there, grab them, but spawn a Echo Knight next to that person. Let me move over there. That's 45 feet. Let me get over there. Spawn an Echo Knight right here. That is not the right one. That you know what? Fuck it. We know. I'll fix that in a second. But they're both basically they're gonna escort people. Waylon's gonna move this guy this way, 15 feet. Echo Knight should be able to move 15 feet this way.
I will
At
say
least
this: if
trying to.
you
Or
just
rather, let's also go this way.
I was gonna say to be helpful, if you moved them upwards that 15 feet, it would move them off the board. So you could just get them out of here like fully.
Okay, let's do that. Let's get them out of here fully.
Okay.
So then that would mean Waylon is up here, and I assume, yeah, and then I'll just delete that Echo Knight just to get it out of the way.
Hell yeah. Yeah, so you are able to successfully get 2 people out of the situation. Um,
Sweetness.
Up next is going to be Alenia.
Sorry, I was making the bingo card.
Beautiful.
The dude is so fire. We all make bingo card. Well, okay, not some damage types can be separated into non-magical and magical.
Look, that'd be a really big bingo card.
That would be. We can I mean you did a 4x4. We can make it a 5x5 and that'll enter in a couple extra spaces.
Damn it. Which you send me a list of the ones that can be both. All right, it's my
I
turn.
already sent. Oh yeah,
Mhm.
whatever. It's all good.
The list has a specification of magic versus not.
For
Oh no, it
bludgeoning,
doesn't.
piercing, slashing, it does.
Probably force 2 as well though.
Force, no. Force is always magical.
It is always magical. Okay, so it's just slashing, bludgeoning, piercing.
Slash, bludge, piercing. Oh, the usual non-magicals can be also magicals. Got it. I'll fix it, but let me do my turn first.
I'm gonna actually get my whiteboard out and draw this out.
It's like a
Right
puzzle.
before I move too. Ugh, come on.
I can move to here, and that means I can bring this person I just passed with me, if you don't mind, Cole.
Yeah. Oh,
Get one person slightly further out of the way.
now why can I not move this person?
I can't touch them.
Interesting. Well, I am going to just do that. And then, oh,
Oh! Big boy.
there we go.
Oh, little guy. Little guy.
Little guy.
Oh.
Little guy.
Little guy.
Yeah, you
Oh,
found out
oh.
he was like 5'8". What do you
Holy
got up
Whoa,
to?
why are what? I don't like that bottom right corner, man. I don't like it.
There we go. Oh. Oh my god. Anything else from Alenia?
I think I would shout out to the group. How do I word this? Guys, this thing's like a battery. We either have to overload the system or we have to totally drain it.
Cool.
Right.
Information shared. With that, that's going to be Dusty, who is going to let's see what can he oh, am I just not able to move anything?
You're
God,
not
I
allowed.
hate when that happens.
Oh,
If you refresh, do you get that permission back?
let's see. Come on. It has to go through the full loading screen again.
Great. Love roll 20.
Gotta love Roll20. Ah, here we go. Is fully going to use a dash action to fully get over here and get both of these people off of the board with him. So he also just kind of
Love
like
to see
full
it.
dashes, evacuates 2 people from the situation.
First day
Innocent
back at work,
civilians.
and Dusty is slaying.
Slay
Yeah,
the day away.
Dusty's slaying. He's back
He's
into it, you
slaying
know.
just like they slayed his husband.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry.
You should say that out loud. You should be like, "Hey, slaying just like Valiant."
Oh my god.
And that's gonna be Lilith.
Okay. What should I, Gus, in response to your message, what should I do for my upcoming turn? Because I have things that do both. Like I have dispel stuff and I have radiant stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it probably wouldn't necessarily be bad to dispel again, but if you have like another type of damage type, it might be good to check that. Because I feel like our first combat, maybe even first two combats, might have to be checking what things are. Although we did find out a good bit about this guy first combat here, so maybe it will
Yeah,
just
I
be.
think I'm partial to dispel magic because then it kind of limits what it can do to us.
Yeah.
I
But
think
I
for
know
this
that.
first battle, maybe dispelling is good.
Hmm.
Okay.
I just
Yeah.
know for future battles, like Gus didn't take dispel magic yet. I don't have any ability to. Well, let me double check if I have any ability to do dispel magic.
I think druids can get dispel magic.
Let me just double check that. But for now, I think it'd be a good move, probably.
Yeah.
To dispel. Okay.
Oh, I do. I can do that. Okay.
Okay. So yeah, I have stuff that could do either. So whatever
Mm.
we want to do, but I'll dispel this time. So I
Cool.
cast dispel magic again.
All right, same thing as before. Rolling to see how effective.
Wouldn't it be so sick if I got a nat 20?
That would be
It would
awesome.
be.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
What
Do
if
it.
what if I got advantage on this because it worked so well last time?
No.
No.
It's okay. Just do it. Just do the nat 20.
Wait,
Okay,
don't we get
right,
a
right.
Yeah, just
power
say
of
it.
Just do it.
power of friendship like we did in your other campaign, Cole? The when you're here, we're family.
She's
yeah,
really
yeah.
jerking
When
it.
we're
She's
here, we're
really
friendship.
Oh
jerking
yeah.
Jerking
I'm
this
sorry.
really
Power
hard.
of friendship.
You are
Y'all are
squeezing out that nat 20.
coworkers. Y'all are
The power of
coworkers.
coworkerism.
I am
Yeah.
milking this nat 20.
Yeah.
There's
Oof.
milk and everything.
For that milk.
It was another 21, but
Hey,
I mean,
we'll
hey,
take it.
Good, that's
I'll
good.
say this. You like dispel magic dimmed it before, and then was it Ren like supercharged it, and then you dim it again, and so this thing is like going up and down on the scale of how much it is glowing right now. But
Dude, is it
back in
dizzying?
I mean, this thing can't be stunned, but if this is probably as stunned as it does get, it's like just up and
yeah.
down.
Right.
But back in a like more diminished state here as far as what it can do now.
Okay. And then as a bonus action after I take these pills, I'm going to attack it with my yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hey guys, I need a free space because I ran out of what I can do for damage types. There are not enough damage types to do a 5x5 bingo board. There
There's
aren't enough to do a
exactly
4x4.
You can also add
Wait.
conditions on there because you can be immune or
Look at the one I got.
conditions.
4x4 is perfect.
You said Cole's space is one of them.
It was funny.
You're so right. It was funny.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, I did a
The-
4x5 by accident.
The way T said that
I
is
can't-
taking me
I
out.
can't believe that
But
it
it's
took
funny.
But
that
it's
long
It's gonna
for
be-
anyone to
Yeah,
notice.
it's funny. No, I
5.
noticed right away. I was just like, yeah. And I noticed
What was that?
There's
stupidity.
also stupidity.
5.
Like 5 points of damage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I rolled a 24 to hit again, so I just skipped the part of telling you that.
That's fair.
Oh.
Up next is the Calamity.
Constitution saving throw, baby, because it's about to get
Constitution
supercharged
save.
again by this moonbeam.
Does
Moonbeam? Moonbeam?
does
Moonbeam ice cream taking off your blue
God damn it.
I wasn't. I had self control. I'll have you know that, Cole.
Does succeed on the saving throw again, but still just regular damage then because doubling.
Okay, Dan.
Everyone look at my bingo board. Everyone look at my bingo board and be proud.
I'm so proud.
For that.
13 points
I
of
love the movie.
damage.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh my god, we got a bot. We got a bot in the Twitch chat.
Wait, did you say
bot?
13, Amanda?
Yeah.
Okay, so then that still has to be doubled.
No, because
Oh no, that was
it saved on its saving throw, right?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
It is the Khaleesi's turn, which very sorry about the spiritual weapon. It does, after being supercharged, sucks the spiritual weapon into its personage. Yeah, it sucks.
It sucks and
Oh,
it
it
fucks. Oh my god.
does it
Sucks
swallow?
and it fucks. It
Wait,
doesn't
wait,
really have
wait.
a mouth.
Who is that? Who is that in the Twitch chat? Super Who 789. Welcome, first of all, but hi, I've never seen you before.
And you're right, everyone boo that man.
So
Anyway.
Everyone boo that man.
I
I'm
got
about to
jumped.
eat. Yeah, I'm about to eat all one's ass. I'm sorry, y'all.
No!
Okay. So yeah, this thing like full turns into lightning, shoots across the battlefield, and slams in you. That is a shoot, come on. A 26 on the first attack, and then a 28 on the second attack.
Okay, I'm going to cast Shield
Okay.
on myself, so the 26 misses, but the 28
Okay.
does it.
Hell yeah. Just one hit. That is going to be 22 points of lightning
Ooh.
damage.
Yeah, good thing I blocked that second one, or I would have probably just got knocked. That was pretty much half my health.
Hell yeah. Yay!
Damn.
And you
Oh,
see
wizards.
as this thing fully like hits you, kind of like slams onto the ground, crackles around a little bit, and then shoots off to who's this person in the back?
Do I
Black
get an
red.
attack of
That's
opportunity?
Blackboard. Oh, that's
That's
Lilith.
Lilith, I'm gonna guess, yeah.
You actually, I'm gonna say yes, you can.
15, I don't think hits.
Does not hit, no.
By the way, guys, I do in fact have bingo.
Yeah.
Sorry, who is the person in the back here?
I
Lilith.
believe that's
Black. Is that Lilith?
Yeah. That looks like
Black
their
and
color
okay.
scheme.
Damn. It's gonna be another 26 to hit Lilith.
No. Yeah.
What? It's going to be. It's gonna be 18 points of lightning damage. So this thing jumping around. I think you see it finally turns its attention away pretty fully from the civilians. Seeing, I think, especially after all of the energy that has been given and taken from it, seeing you all as the threats that you are, and starts to go for you. That's going to be the people, which I believe basically everyone gets out of here. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think you see a couple of stragglers around the edge, but at this point they are pretty much safe as this thing is like focusing on all of you. But you have been, for the most part, successful in stopping this thing from butchering these people, keeping it distracted in this moment as you test its abilities. And that is going to go back up to Alwyn.
Yeah. My ass will start with. Let's try the spell Suggestion, which won't work on a creature if they can't be charmed. But they need to make a Wisdom save.
Okay. Does this say anything about intelligence level? Is it one of those kind of spells?
No, I was looking because I was wondering if it would be like they have to understand the language, but it doesn't say anything about like it has to be able to understand things. It just references creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect.
Okay. Yeah. So this thing's making what kind of save is this again?
Wisdom save.
Uh, ooh, yeah, does not have a good wisdom. That's a
Not
15.
wise.
That barely fails. It had to beat a 16 or get a 16.
Okay. What do you suggest to this thing?
So it's up to a sentence or limited to a sentence or two. Going to hit him with the stand still for, I guess, forever is the command itself. Um, it says concentration up to 8 hours.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that and see how our little guy reacts here.
I do. Oh, just want to make sure I'm reading every.
Emma.
Uh,
Emma. Emma decided to try and hide the fact that she forgot she had the alert feat.
That's awesome.
I would have had a +6 to my initiative instead of a
Brother.
I forgot.
You know,
Oops.
good thing to remember it now, because I think you just would have gone in front of like somebody else.
It is session 2, our first combat. However, we've been playing D&D for a while.
I
Wait,
know.
we have a feat?
No,
Go ahead, Cole.
from my back. I got a feat from my background.
Oh, okay.
Oh, thank God! I thought for sure I fucked up my building.
No.
Oh.
So you say, sorry, what do you say? Actually, do it in character. What does Alwyn say?
Yeah, so going to like as the stones are vibrating now, I'm going to form a circle kind of in front of his face and then shouts through fuck yeah. Stand still forever.
You see as this thing freezes, turns to you, and then kind of like hind legs on the ground, like sits, puts legs in front of them and stays there. I will say this though, looking at the wording of the spell, as soon as an action becomes dangerous for it, it doesn't have to follow it anymore. So I'm gonna say that this thing's going to stand there sit there until someone attacks it, and then is no longer safe following the command.
Yeah.
Okay, can no one attack it until I can move?
But yeah, basically, I will say this: we are out of combat as this thing fully just sits on the ground and stays there.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna say no need to follow turn orders right now. If we jump back into initiative here, we will stay in the same initiative order with Waylon going next. But until sitting becomes dangerous, or Ren, sorry, until sitting becomes dangerous for it, it just sits here.
Well, I'm running away.
just sprints in a random direction.
Go.
Ren watches Lilith run.
Lilith sees that this thing is sitting down. After it did take like a fourth of their health in one hit, Lilith sees that this thing is standing in place and is like, all right, and just like fucks out of there.
Little huddle quick. Do we
Yeah.
want to break down everything?
Ren will get
Waylon
out.
starts jogging back.
Ren will get out her radio to
Oh, that's smart.
dear
Wait, hold
captain
on.
and say,
Oh, Glasgow, yeah.
Calamity forced to sit forever, unsure what to do next.
Owen holds up like 8
Sorry.
fingers and goes, hours, 8 hours, like mouthing the word 8 hours.
Calamity has to sit still for 8 hours. We have 8 hours.
I think the radio back is Chief just being like, "What do you mean 8 hours? It's just sitting there?"
Yes.
For 8 hours.
Heard.
Alwyn told it to.
I think you there's like a pause and then just over and out.
um, Ren will go join the little huddle forming. Dismiss my moonsicle.
Oh, moon,
No,
moonbeam,
no, have some
moonbeam.
control, please.
Ice cream taking off your blue jeans.
So it can be charmed.
Yeah.
Before we get into role play here, I do have a bit of information for y'all. As in a very clutch suggestion spell, you have potentially up to 8 hours of this thing doing nothing, which is big. It gives you time to react and plan without having to worry
I
about other
wanna
people being in danger. Um,
wanna like shit on its shoes.
Maybe don't piss it
You
off.
drop
That could
trow
be
right now.
dangerous with
That
your
could be
your
dangerous.
possible disease history if it doesn't know.
Yeah, maybe
Hey.
it takes it as a threat. Like maybe
I-
it's like I'm gonna get disease and then attacks you. Whoa, Cole just dropped a
in-
fucking book.
In
I-
important docs, y'all. So you have this didn't keep the formatting, which is kind of sad. Wait, let me see if I can fix that because it is kind of like
Honestly, you
bunched
could
up
just
and
send
fucked.
like take a snip of the original formatting and then just post that in important docs
I
and
do
then you can
have
just
a-
read it like that.
I do have a question.
Yeah.
For trap construction. So and what Ren is about to say probably, which maybe I should do this in character, I don't know. But keeping it there so we can do a long rest and come back and it's still there. Sort of a deal. Like, can a trap like be used to kind of like, can we hog tie this thing while it's sitting? Like when
No.
or
That
or
would
like
be potentially harmful, I think.
or like make like a trap perimeter around it or traps around it so when it does get up it gets trapped
But-
again.
It does. It has like a pretty significant leap. I
It
think.
does.
So
But trap
it would
construction,
be,
if given specs and location, the chief can coordinate the construction of traps.
Yeah, let me go through these first here. So essentially, when you are dealing with calamities, you have a level of support that you request. Uh, First, you can request support from the chief, of course. This includes unit support, where you cannot summon units for combat, as that would essentially just be like cannon fodder.
Cannon fodder, yeah.
Yeah, what you can do though is if you know that you are going to be in a certain area beforehand, you can essentially have people like clear it out. You can create a perimeter. You can just kind of get units to do like off-screen things for you. Um, the chief can also, as Amanda was talking about, coordinate trap construction. So getting, as long as you provide the specifications for like what a trap would be, the chief can coordinate the construction of that trap. The amount of time that would take is kind of just dependent on what you request and how like in depth it is. So potential for that to take some time here. Bennett Harlow is also the sort of like artificer in your back pocket. He
Artificer
is
kill.
able to do some gear upgrades for free. Bennett can enchant a piece of your gear for 24 hours. He can only do one buff per person at a time, so you kind of got to decide: am I doing something with my weapon, my armor, just like one item of your choice? But he can essentially just buff it to make it deal a certain type of damage, make it resistant to a certain type of damage. So just like giving you a single buff of your choice. Um, Research. As a master of Arcadia's arcane servers, Bennett can help you research ideas as far as like how to defeat calamities. If you are stuck at all, you could go to him for help on that. And then also special item creation. The department as a whole, arcane technology, can build specialized equipment for you. This could be anything from like special weapons to like large scale machines. You would, same thing as the trap construction, bring what you had in mind, and depending on how complicated it is, it would take a certain amount of time. Uh, and yeah, the only thing is that everything for Bennett, you would have to go there to get and ask for. I mean, you can sending stone, but there's nothing he can do without you all like present there. Uh, for the
We could go
chief,
one at a time.
yeah, for the chief as well, you can just kind of radio and request these things wherever and whenever.
I think
So these
first
are
of
like
all we
the
should.
resources that you have available.
So I guess getting back into character for
Mhm.
these types of talk, Ren will say,
What's about second breakfast? Sorry, I have to do that vocal warm up.
um, so I'm thinking we'll want a little bit more than 8 hours as it is. I would personally need to spend some time to prep correct spells to do this thing. I would need the night. But we can ask the chief to put up a trap around it if we tell her it moves like electricity.
You can see if we can't
And
create a closed circuit.
closed circuit, maybe something to do with dispelling magic, like a magic dead zone.
Oh, that would,
That too.
yeah, work really well.
We should also see about establishing a perimeter, seeing
Yeah.
as it goes after people rather than pure weaved energy.
A pretty
It
wide
seems to target.
perimeter. Yeah, I agree, Waylon.
We might see about this will be such a pain in the butt or a pain in the ass to clean up afterwards, but we should see about potentially cutting any sort of pathways that the calamity could take. It traveled by the power line before. We should see about cutting any potential power lines within its range, at least until we can dispose of it.
Yeah, that's also a good idea. And you should definitely see Bennett about your sword.
I will absolutely see with Bennett about
And
about doing some damage actually, rather than just bouncing off of it.
and I don't know, Rusty, if they can enchant your fist.
Rusty?
Hey,
Dusty.
Rusty.
Oops, Dusty. If they can
Wow,
enchant
you've worked
your
with this guy
fist.
for a year and seen his
That was
husband get executed, and you
that
call
was
him Rusty?
that was Amanda.
Look, maybe I could get some like brass knuckles and he can enchant those.
Yeah, that
There's a
could work.
joke to be said here about enchanted fists, but
Lilith, like, well, because that was that. So is that Lilith and I'm gonna guess.
I want to say no, but I feel like they would.
You see
Ren,
Dusty kind of like raise his hands to you and is like, "Call me Magic Fast Fist for a reason."
Ren gets a little pink dusting on her cheeks at the like insinuation Lilith is like making. Right.
Can
Anyway,
I clarify a thing quick? Sorry.
Yeah.
With these calamities, normally, usually they're spending like a chunk of the day running amok. I assume like it's usually like a couple day venture where they're like fucking shit up for like most of that time, right? Or do we usually have like a full containment thing going on? Or is it
They do generally seem just concerned about dealing the most amount of damage as they possibly can. So I would say the fact that this is probably something that hasn't worked on most calamities you've dealt with. Like the fact that it is susceptible to suggestion is probably very rare.
This is
So
crazily.
Oh, rewriting the other ones as we speak.
Cole, I don't think you've read this book, but this is crazily like a book that I have read that we own. There's a
Oh,
myth that like if you go into it, you'll probably die unless you're like a very certain type of person. There's monsters that are really hard to fight and generally just deal a bunch of damage and like run amok. And there's a specialized group of people
Oh,
who fight
awesome.
these monsters. This is
Man, I
like
can't.
Cole wrote that book.
I wrote that book.
Cole wrote that book.
I can't do
That's his
anything
pen name.
original in this society.
And that's
right,
okay.
right.
No,
And
genuine.
that's
It's
okay. We
so
love you
hard to have an
anyway.
original idea.
It
Like
is.
anytime you
not
say something,
possible
people are
with
like,
a
"Oh, that
million
reminds
books.
me of this." And you're like, "No, I
is.
thought of it
No.
organically."
It is really hard to have an original
Um,
idea.
So should we radio the chief about the trap to get that started right away? Um,
Are we not
I'm
afraid it's gonna like
outlines.
bounce if we do a trap?
well, that's what the trap is for.
Keep it from
Right, but
bouncing.
while it's getting set up.
Well, it's sitting forever.
As long as no one's a threat to it, it should stay put, right?
Yeah, as long as they don't hit it.
I
One
mean,
of
I
us
feel
can
like trap counts
supervise.
as threat.
Well, it would be once it starts moving. It wouldn't be like
Active versus inactive threat.
I think a lot of the times it's if something hits it, it's like, oh, this is a threat now.
well, I think if any of us really approached it after fighting it would probably see that as a threat. Like even if we just walk towards it at this point.
Probably. It would definitely have to be set by other people.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah, we can
one
see
of
about placing some hidden things in some alleyways and maybe near power lines and stuff like that. I guess if I understand what our good friends Lilith and Altoona,
Alenia.
Tuna? Alenia?
Alenia, the Millennium Falcon.
The Millennium Falcon.
Star Wars exists as a form of
Can-
media here in
Yep.
Arcadia.
Can
Yeah.
I roll a general arcana check just to see like this suggestion spell, like, and this thing? Is it truly like if we walk by it, is that going to be like, oh, I'm threatened because we also walked by it to make a huddle?
Yeah, you could
Like
make me
what?
a Arcana check for sure.
What's the radius?
That's a dirty 20.
Ooh.
I think
Like, is there a radius
think-
to this? What is up?
I think you would know that pretty much whenever something happens that it perceives as a threat occurs, it would likely break out of this. Uh, uh, Whether or not it would be smart enough to understand if a trap is being set around it, that's where it depends. So you kind of just like what we do in this situation, we're definitely pushing a line just based on like how smart it is. We don't really know what it can perceive as a threat or not. But I think as y'all were simply just like walking around it, it didn't seem to be doing anything.
Have we tried asking it if it's a big fat dum dum?
Oh. Hey, Lilith is free to do so.
He's good. He's good on that.
Yeah, I can cast speak with animals, guys. Hey, are you
I don't know
fucking
if this qualifies
stupid?
as an animal.
Close enough.
But I guess if no one has done it yet, then yeah, we should radio in to Glasgow to be like, okay, evacuate to this perimeter. And Wayland's gonna push hard to cut power lines to cut off its potential pathways of escape,
Oh,
even
that's a
with
good
the trap
idea
being
too.
set.
Yeah.
I
Ren,
mean,
I guess
the thing about being so close to the power plant, power plant, any lines we cut here are gonna affect very large parts of the rest of the city.
Well, can the rest of the
I
city
get that,
handle
but
being without?
Yeah, if we
unfortunately, it's they either go without power. Sorry, I'm copying you. I'm so sorry. Second breakfast. Either we cut power now, or they might potentially get a calamity coming out of their toaster in the morning later. British. Fuck me.
As much as
Yeah.
I don't like it either, yeah, it's probably the best.
Yeah, I think it's worth it to be without
Yeah.
power.
Radio Chief Glasgow.
Hell yeah.
We would need some
Hey,
traps,
bitch.
probably some dispel magic style traps on it. And to cut off the power lines at least around it, if
When I
possible,
say
to
cut
limit.
off power lines, I mean like physically cut them, not just like disable them from power running through them. I mean like physically cut them so they are literally hanging.
Oh, sorry.
It
Waylon
is
says
creating work.
Waylon wants to physically cut the power lines, not just prevent power.
I think
Oh,
a couple of seconds of silence here. What kind of traps are you hoping for when you say dispel magic traps? I need something a little more specific than that.
Um. Oh fuck! I'm blanking on what we were just talking about. Um. So it's like a magic dead zone.
Okay.
Could also see about closed circuits to prevent travel.
Closed circuit to prevent traveling. No electricity, no magic other than dispelling it.
Oh, hey,
Also perimeter.
And we need a perimeter. Uh, give us a couple blocks, I think.
all right. I should be able to get that done for all of you within the next 3 hours here. Uh, I will say for cutting the power, um, that is something that can only be done by a act of the judiciary. That's not something that I or any of you have the power to decide upon. I am going to do my best to gather as many justices as I can. We would just need a majority to agree to that. Many of them are here this time of night, so I am assuming I'd be able to go talk to most of them. I don't know how long that would take me. I will see what I can do about the power.
Thank you.
Thanks, Glasgow.
Of course, it sounds like this thing has not done a lot of damage so far, so keep it that way. Y'all are doing a good job.
Yes, ma'am.
Waylon will give Ren like a sort of like light backslap in terms of, oh, it hasn't done much yet. She's like, yeah, that's because of you, bud.
She's like, she like feeling like a slap on her back, like she gets like a little like rigid in her shoulders, and is just like, thank you.
Mhm. Um, Yeah, anything else that y'all are doing as far as like radioing right now?
Oh, we should contact Mr. Harlow, right? That's his last name.
Yeah,
Yep.
Bennett. Bennett Harlow, yeah.
Yeah, Bennett might be a good one to contact about. At least for me, Dusty, and Lenny, at least, we gotta get some weapons that actually do some damage to this, but we might want to strategize before we decide what we want done to our weapons.
Yeah, I gotta smack this
Yeah.
fucking thing, all right?
Yeah, we probably want to discuss. We want to go with the unload to like take his loads out, or we want to overload him and give him a lot of load.
as much as I always love a load,
Ayo.
my personal vote in this
Waylon will high
uh
five Dusty when he hears AO.
uh, my personal vote in this battle is taking away the load. Um
Yeah.
keep
I
it
just
from doing much.
Yeah, I just worry
I-
that there'll be only two of us that can do this to
Well,
take
we can figure
away
out
the
any
load.
sort of damage that would decrease
Wizards can't
power.
I don't know if Gus, because I know wizards, they have like their known spells and then prepared spells, but they can't swap out at will like
well,
I
Gus.
can I can put in for a requisition of like
Okay.
a spell scroll to put it into my book.
Oh, okay.
At
Okay.
least, at least that's what Cole and I discussed.
Okay,
Yeah.
I didn't know
Okay.
that.
Because he had just he said in a message that he didn't have it prepared yet, so I was under the impression
Yeah.
that he knew it. It just wasn't prepared.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those. I don't
So-
think I have it written in my like book, but I have to go talk to some
And
people.
I don't, and
Yeah.
We don't have it.
presumably,
We know what could overload it. We don't have any sort of damage type that we know will deplete it beyond dispel magic, which is unfortunately not something that we can. That's not a damage type, you know. Me,
Right.
Dusty, and Eleni will be very limited in the actions we can take if we choose to deplete it. I'm not saying we can't do that,
But
but
I also
half of our team will be very limited in what we can choose to do if we choose to deplete rather than overload.
right. But I also worry if we're sending multiple up close melee fighters in it and we're like giving it all this power, giving it all this power, giving it all this power, it's getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger.
It's gonna blow up in our face.
Yeah, like you guys are all really close to it and we're all hitting it with all this power. I just worry what it could do to us, B, what would happen when it becomes too overloaded would be
He
my
didn't
concern.
like being he didn't like being overloaded much. I'll say that.
No, it didn't. But
maybe the magical damage, maybe making your weapons more magical, it wouldn't be enough to really overload it when you hit it. Per se, might give you a little bit, but maybe the spell magic will do more.
We could inquire into if you guys could would be able to, I don't know, with the swings create some kind of null zone thing, but also whether this thing has power or not, it's going to be fast. So if the two of you honestly could just hold it down and give us some beef stew.
I could also try
That
my
is true.
best to. I have a couple spells to make the ground and nature hold it still, but
That's true, but it was sucking up things that were
Right.
made of magic, which
yeah.
is why it might be best to have a guy do it. But
I mean, I think you'll try and suck the magic out of this, but I mean, as someone who's not particularly magical, I can't see it taking that much from me in the first place.
Right.
yeah, or if even if we got some, maybe if a weapon isn't good enough, maybe a piece of armor or something
Maybe.
like that.
we could also try.
What about a magical null
Never
net?
mind. Ignore me.
What about a magical null net? A net we can throw over it that nullifies magic. Maybe we can see if Hollow can't create something like that, you know?
Yeah, maybe
Would that be
we'll
enough to kill it? Do you think? I mean, I guess we just have to try.
If we can use that net to keep on depleting it, and us more physical fighters can keep distracting it until the spellcasters can keep depleting it to the point where it potentially nullifies out. That's a theory.
Yeah, because surely at some point, if we take enough energy away from it,
and remove all passive escape.
yeah,
Also, at where I'm at, I could feasibly only try to drain it twice a day. I have two third level spell slots.
Wait, Amanda, can you upcast it? Can you upcast it,
No,
Amanda?
third level is the highest we have right now.
Damn.
Well,
that would be really awesome.
I'll tell y'all what though, like if we can find a way to restrain it and then just keep hitting it with things that sap its energy,
Yeah.
that might be something.
And then
Yeah, because I also
plan
wonder
B can
about
be radiant damage.
if we could
Yeah.
also get some type of like, there are those necklaces that have like beads that contain spells. If we can get something like that that just has a bunch of like dispel magic charges, and then our melee fighters can have some of those, or like us spellcasters who can only use it twice. Like,
Well, I guess we'll have to ask Bennett that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe they can find us some scrolls. 'Cause
yeah,
non-magic users can do scrolls as well, right?
yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. I might radio Glasgow just to prime him to research opportunities. We want to ask about magical nullification, specifically spells, but also items and traps potentially he could help us with.
Mhm.
Yes.
Even if you
Yeah.
could get anything on
Yeah.
your weapon that's like you can hit, but it's a dispel magic, that could be kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'll radio him about that real quick. I'll radio Harlow really quick about that.
Can I, as a insight or perception,
Yeah.
can I try to? Well, maybe there'll be a stealth roll involved in this too. Can I try to look over at the dog guy and see if it looks like they are listening to us or like trying to pay attention to what we're saying, like it's understanding or something like that, or has like
Yeah.
good hearing?
I think perception and insight for sure.
Okay, either one.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh. 6.
I think you see that this thing is like looking at all of you kind of with an interested expression. I think you can tell that it hears you, whether it's smart enough to conceptualize the plan that you're making, you're not quite sure.
Okay.
Can I try that same roll?
Yeah, go for it.
What stats was it?
Insight, I
Insight or
think.
perception?
Okay. I'm gonna give myself guidance.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was literally a 19 on the die. That's so upsetting. That could have been a nat 20. Well, that's still a 27.
Okay. I think this thing hears you, it understands you, but I think you see that it is not feeling the danger of the plan that you are making. I think you can see it's kind of conceptualizing like these people are coming up with a plan of some kind, but doesn't understand that it's against itself. But does have the ability to kind of like understand what y'all are talking about on some level.
God, the urge to nana nana boo boo. This motherfucker is crazy.
Motherfucker would
If Lilith were to start going like Waylon would full on be like grab both hands, tug them down,
No,
step between them, be like, stop that.
no,
Stop that
no,
bullshit.
no. Lilith would not do that. He's not that type of person. But the urge for me to do that, like, there is scarcely a time in D&D where your enemy is just sitting there.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Ow.
also for our frontliners, I can cast some protection magic. Against lightning specifically.
Thank you, Rin.
Well, we do dispel magic.
How long does that last?
Well, let me look at the spell.
Let me look at this.
Oh, actually, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't do that because that's also a 3rd level spell.
Oh no, we need those
I'd
stats.
rather take a hit and let
Yeah.
you dispel magic than be
It would
protected
be
from
up
lightning.
to an hour though. Yeah.
So that would be the whole battle. Okay. But no, I'd rather you dispel magic the whole time.
My bad. I thought that might have been second level. Um,
Can that one be upcast?
once
We have only
again,
third level.
I only have third level.
Yeah.
God damn. Fifth level sucks.
We are level 5, so
Fifth level is so good. Yeah, should we go talk to Bennett Harlem Globetrotters?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So I do want to say,
I
'cause I know that a long rest was mentioned.
We're running out of
Getting
time.
Yeah, getting back to the to like Central Arcadia would take you about 2 hours. You know, at a minimum, I guess you haven't asked, but presumably if you were to ask Harlow to make you something specific, that would also take a couple of hours, plus the 2 hours to travel back. So I think y'all would probably know that doing all of this would mean that you would not be able to long rest before your next
Yeah.
encounter with this thing.
Well, since we can request that one bitch set up a trap, was I guess I thought that the idea was that a trap slash magic dead zone is set up to give us time to do all of these things and take a
Yes.
long rest and travel back.
That's
That's
that
Yeah,
the
I
was
guess
assumption
you.
I was
was my
under.
assumption.
Okay.
That's what
Yeah.
I going at for the trap thing.
I
Yeah.
guess it is a question of you just don't know if the trap is going to like how effective it's going to be.
Yeah, I also kind of just assumed like with all of these calamities, they ran roughshod through like part
Um,
of the area no matter what. So like having this is just like a bonus, but like it was gonna like kill as
I
many people.
mean,
which then that
we
does
could
bring. Oh, you go.
I was gonna say we could also like split the group where like a couple of us stay here to make sure the trap gets set up and try to get a long rest in, but we're like here and around if the trap does not work while the other people go back to get these like specific magic items.
Yeah, because the long rest people would be different than the people who need these items.
Yeah, I mean obviously it would be cool if like all of us could get like lightning resistance added to our armor and stuff, but if that's not
Yeah,
possible, I think the most important thing for my character, for Lilith at least, would be to get a long rest and
yeah.
regain
Because
spell slots.
unless yeah, because oh yeah, I guess the spell slots on a. I wouldn't be able to regain any on a short rest for not warlocks, but I don't know if Cole on a short rest would let us switch out spells.
No.
I think that would be long rest only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we
Yeah,
can
so
always just see how the um trap works while the others go get stuff.
yeah, and then if the trap seems to be working, then we can try to get a long rest in. Is that
Okay.
the
Because yeah,
idea,
then we
Amanda?
cannot do
Oh.
because then we can't do our plan if we don't get a long rest.
Right. 'Cause I
I did
do
not
have,
prepare dispel magic.
yeah, I can regain 2 spell slots, so I could regain 2 dispel magic uses, but if you couldn't also use that spell, I don't think that we would have enough.
Yeah, we'd
So
have to just blow it up then.
I do
so
think we need to heavily look into if we're going to the deplete route. Yeah, we need to buy more time. I think we're gonna depend heavily on these traps. Sorry, hold on. There we go. Now I sound better. We do need to depend heavily on these traps because save 4 dispel magics is not enough to take this out. We need
no, right.
time to
So
get those weapons, the dispel magic weapons. Potentially Parlo can do that, which we don't know yet. We need time to get those weapons to us.
Okay.
right. So I think
Question.
if I'm imagining right, the idea would be that Amanda, you and I would stay. Sorry, I don't know if this is in character. Uh, you and I would stay here, maybe with one other person. Alwyn, or does Alwyn want to go back?
Uh Alwyn could probably stay.
You can
So
do
the
suggestion again.
the magic
So
casters could stay here to try to get a long rest while the melee fighters go back to get the enchantments and the weapons.
yeah, is there a rule against us carrying items for the people who stay behind to get enchanted? Like if
Oh,
Yeah, like if they had our
that's a
stuff.
that's a great question.
Yeah, because I need to get a
I
scroll of dispel magic to do anything with that.
yeah, I think I would be okay with y'all just like taking whatever a person would want to be enchanted.
sweet,
I
so we could just split the party in half.
Yeah, I could hand over my like armor to get maybe a lightning
That's
resistance
so
on it.
risky.
It
God, that's
is,
so
but it's a
risky.
good
Okay.
call.
I have a shield that I would probably send to get, because then I'm not
Yeah, I have a shield
totally without
too.
armor. So we could send our shields to get lightning. Does it work like
Lightning
that?
resistance.
Yeah, like if we used our shields to get lightning
Yeah.
resistance, would that like carry over?
Yeah, I mean I think that's part of your armor. So I think that
Okay.
would be yeah.
So we could send our shields and then um if if the melee fighters could get our shields enchanted and then also get Alwyn some scrolls of dispel magic or some type of like charge, like one of those rings or something.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
We do break and clap.
So
Waylon will
who's
pointedly.
Mhm.
Sorry, you go, Cole.
I was gonna say who's all going to Central Arcadia right now? I know Dusty's probably gonna go with.
Waylon is
Um,
as well as a primarily melee fighter.
And Alenia, I'm
Alenia
guessing.
would as well.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, then what
Waylon
was
will make sure to just everyone who is being left at the site. Waylon will make sure to kind of like clasp their shoulder and wish them luck before he leaves.
Thank you,
perfect.
Waylon.
Everyone?
Yeah, everyone who's staying.
Hmm.
I don't have on them. Shit, dog. They might die. It takes like what 2 hours to get here?
Lilith does like shrugs your hand off, but is like,
Yeah.
thanks.
Perfect. So
Waylon's been working with Lilith for a year. He's used to it.
Yeah.
so the three of y'all, probably a just this year, like bringing your horses over. Three of y'all like mount up and ride out. I think first and foremost, y'all are able to camp out, I suppose, with a calamity, something you probably haven't done before. As the
I
three
don't
of
think
y'all settle
anyone's done it before.
into,
We
probably not. Uh,
we all sit in a circle telling turns, saying scary stories, and then we all stare at the calamity when it's the calamity's turn, and we just like nod and like
Mm,
gasp
mm.
as if they're telling a scary story.
Yeah, yeah.
uh, yeah, yeah.
I
So
could think of nothing.
Wait. Can I do a role play thing real quick?
oh,
Yes,
absolutely.
please.
So like we're making camp. Uh all when Lilith walks up to you and is like, "Hey man, I'm sorry, but I gotta ask, is it true that your mom is a MILF?"
Oh my god. Oh.
I'm just gonna roll to buy myself time here and think. Um, well, I rolled a 1 on the die, so I guess he's kind of turned to you and just kind of like open his mouth. What?
I I heard somebody at the office said that your mom is a MILF. I'm like, I'm not gonna do anything. I just want to know.
I mean, shit, man. I guess that's up to the eye of the beholder. I don't know that I really see it like that.
Oh,
Um,
yeah.
I
Can I
mean,
meet her? I'm not gonna do
No.
anything. I just need to know if she's a
I
MILF
guess
or not.
if she comes by the main office, I mean, she lives in this part of the city, but it'd be hard to find her. I don't know that she's home right now, and it's not
Yeah, I
exactly
don't
like
think.
close.
No, yeah, I don't think she should be here. But like, I just heard some people at the office talking about how she's a MILF, and I just gotta know.
Uh,
So,
who did you hear that from?
Like Fen.
Fan.
uh,
Fan.
It's Fen.
Absolutely fan.
Fen.
uh,
Fen's the biggest gossip we have. It's Fen.
hold on. I'm gonna. Okay, on an even, I wasn't gonna say it, and on an odd, I was gonna say it, and it was an odd. So, Lilith does go. Yeah, I heard it from Fen, but
I guess that sounds like something they would say. Yeah, I guess I don't carry a picture on me or anything like that.
no, that's fair.
But
I just thought we might die tonight. How could I die peacefully without knowing if my coworker's mom was a MILF or not?
yeah, do
Mm,
you have
Important
uh
questions.
0, 1, 2, or more mothers? And do you have an opinion on whether they are MILFs or not?
Um, I had a mom at one point.
Oh, is she like, like, "Grr." Is that why you said at one point?
Well, I guess I don't know. I mean, she's on a different plane, so there's no way for me to know. She could have been ganked. Who knows?
On
Interesting.
another plane?
Yes.
Which one? If you don't mind my asking.
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy?
I really would.
Um,
I really would.
Is this news to me that you're from another plane?
this maybe. Uh, Lilith just goes, just, a different one.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I won't push you too much to that. It's just, it's not every day you meet somebody from another plane.
Well,
Into a year of knowing this person.
Lilith does not talk about their past.
Yeah, they're talking about the strange that they get.
Right.
Yeah.
Um,
Uh,
I guess, sorry, with that, would I be able to, I don't know what I would learn from it. Like, would I be able to insight into, like, if it, like, seems like it's just painful for the, Lilith to talk about, or if it's more of a, like, oh, I've said too much type of thing. If I did, like, an insight check,
yeah, you could insight.
depending on, like, if they're trying to hide it, I guess. Oh, that's actually
Yeah.
good. Um, Unnatural 20.
Hold on, I'm rolling. Okay, your insight beats my deception. Um, I think what you can tell is Lilith like desperately does not want to discuss that. Like the idea of talking about other planes of existence, they're like maybe almost like a I said too much thing. Yeah, it probably would be that. Like a oh shit, that gave him context that he didn't have previously.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Ren during this is like has found a grassy spot and is trying so hard to focus, to commune with nature, to sort of swap out these spells of hers, and is just hearing, "Hey, is your mom like a MILF?" And like the sun is beating down on her and she hates it. It's so hot out. It's summer. She's just like, "Oh my fucking god."
Just to correct here, the sun was setting when that fight began, so it is
Oh, okay. Never
at this
mind. The
point, I would say,
mosquitoes are out. It's muggy.
yeah, I'd say it's probably like 7 o'clock.
Oh, 7 o'clock at summer? Still sunny as fuck.
Then 8 o'clock.
Got your
Buddy,
ass.
try again.
There we go.
That sounds pretty
Nice.
set by like that point. Like it's
By
setting for sure.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. But yeah, it's like still hot out. It's too hot for her. Just for flavor text, she's gonna cast her winter spirit like aura, so like the ground around her gets frosty so she can cool down and try to refocus.
So I would say, as y'all are hanging out here, you do see. I mean, first and foremost, a perimeter is set up. You see, like, people who are coming to investigate almost immediately being pushed away by justiciars, as a very wide radius around this factory is. Oh, there he is being set up and secured. Um, you also see as people begin setting up these traps. I think you see a ring of sort of like what kind of looks like dispel magic landmines. Like you see like stone, like large circular stones with ruins being like set up around this creature. AKA, if it were to break out and try to escape, it would immediately be hit by dispel magic things, which would hopefully give you enough time to react to it. Uh, and I think pretty soon into these first few hours, uh, uh, Alwyn, you get a sending stone. Uh, from so I have to make sure I'm. Is it pronounced Polaris?
Yeah, Polaris, whichever one you wish.
You get a sending stone from Polaris. Uh, I think yeah, you hear in your head. I have come to understand that there is a calamity in the power district. Is this correct?
Yeah. It's currently sitting still until I start to rest or I break concentration on the spell here.
Wonderful. I am sure you know what I require after you defeat it.
Yeah, I'll see best I can get from it.
Is this one that you think will leave behind a physical form of some kind?
From my understanding, it's yeah, like a good chunk of it.
Yeah.
There's a bit of it that seems to be connected, at least partially, to the weave that may not show up if it's when it's fully dead.
Hmm.
But I can see if it has a specific connection point to something.
Very interesting. Okay. I appreciate the information, and I eagerly await your arrival.
Of course, of course. I think probably just like fill them in on the details that we have of it in general, just to like
Well,
have that laid out originally as well.
I think I'll. Cool. Yeah. On a decently high Arcana check from him, kind of just concurs with what y'all have put together. Like, yeah, this thing's definitely a battery, essentially. So a second opinion, if you will. Um,
Sorry, one other thing, like
yeah.
as a side note for him too.
Mhm.
Also, apparently, some of the database magic got turned into a different kind of crystal. I'll if you have a connection with Mr. Fock Barlow, uh and you can get a piece from him. He may be trying to hide that exists, though. So I'll see if I can get my hands on it too. If you can't,
I don't personally have a connection with Mr. Harlow. But it would be appreciated if you could get a sample of that as well. That is very interesting. My equipment has been malfunctioning all day, so I'm assuming that is to do with the calamity that you are currently facing. And very interesting that it solidified a piece of the weave. Unexpected, but an interesting development nonetheless.
yeah, yeah. All right.
Well,
Talk to you soon. Keep me posted.
I appreciate it, Spear, and that is the end of that. Uh, a little while later, as it gets deeper into the night, uh, Ren, you get a sending stone as well.
Mm,
Good.
I'm assuming the calamity is why you're skipping out on our meeting.
yes, I'm afraid duty calls.
Find a place to be alone. I'll find you.
Okay. She her jaw kind of tightens a bit, but she does eventually get up and start wandering a bit. Um Probably is just going through the sort of rubble of the old power plant and I guess actually no, she probably doesn't even say anything to her coworkers. She just probably just is like gets up, does a stretches her legs, and then starts walking.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're able to find uh uh like the power plant has been fully evacuated. There's nobody in there, and so I think you're able to find privacy very quickly. Probably just like the first open room that's inside there, you're able to like go in, and there's just like some desks and things like that. And as soon as you close the door behind you, uh, the lights in this room begin excuse me, begin to flicker and dim as though uh, uh, a surge of energy rumbles through this place. And it dims and flickers just dark enough to where you very temporarily lose sight in this room. And then he is there in front of you, sitting in a swivel chair, as though appearing out of the darkness itself, is none other than Justice Soren Calvith.
Mm.
And he leans back in his chair. So, what is this calamity about?
Um
Motherfucker.
I think she stays standing, keeps her distance from him. Um just kind of looks at him. I think there's every time they interact there's of course a tenseness in her, but also very clearly she looks at him with absolute disgust and hatred. But tries to keep her face very neutral. It's very much in the eyes. Um, and she sort of clenches her fist behind her back and says, "It clawed its way out of the weave. It eats magic, and the weave was too much for it. But humans seem to be, or humanoids seem to be just right. So we are planning to drain it of its magic, because that seems to work."
Hmm. You're all making short work of this one.
We try our best.
Hmm. How do you think I should vote on the whole power issue? I'm undecided as of now.
Well, it does travel through power lines, Mr. Calvith, so
Oh, but giving you a chase would be so fun.
oh, you would be putting a lot more at risk, but I guess that's up to you. What's
Well,
more fun to you?
die today, die in the next calamity attack doesn't quite matter to me. Please do tell me. I understand it is Dusty's first day back from work. How has he been?
He seems well. Of course, sad still, but he's doing good work. Right back at it like he used to be.
Has he mentioned anything about his husband?
Nothing really. We try to avoid the topic.
I'd like you to dig into that if you can.
She like yeah, closes his eyes just for a moment. It's just like, oh fuck. um, sure, of course. How could I say no to you?
Well, you can't. That's the deal.
Yes, I'm very aware.
Hmm. Working on your sarcasm. I love it. It makes you more personable.
What else do you want?
I suppose I would love an update on good old Waylon. How has his job performance been?
Good. I mean, we've been doing paperwork past couple months, but he's a good coworker. Today, he's did well getting people out of the way. Couldn't do much damage, but
Hmm. Disappointing, I suppose.
what
Well,
is?
sometimes a fuck up is what's needed. He's doing far better than I thought he would.
She looks like just a little bit confused by that. But is like, I don't want to know what him and his what sick games he's playing. Um,
Oh, and you know he plays many.
he plays many. Um, well, hopefully not a fuck up today.
Hmm. I suppose this would be the worst time to mess up in any capacity. Uh, Anything else of interest or of note from the last week?
He seemed a bit off lately.
Waylon?
Yes,
Hmm,
I
I'd
don't know,
imagine so.
don't know why, but just more withdrawn.
Hmm. Quite interesting. Well, I suppose you've given me enough bones to chew on. I'll see you next week.
See you next week.
A bit of warning for you. I have a feeling that things are going to be changing soon in Arcadia. I'd keep an open eye out if I were you. Check your surroundings.
You giving me a warning? Wow.
Don't don't mistake uh, a warning for liking you in any capacity. More, well, you're my person on the inside. I can't afford to lose you.
Okay. Sorry, I'm just writing. Keep her eyes out. Things are changing.
Sorry.
But I suppose if there's nothing new with Waylon, I expect some news on Valiant the next time we speak. I'd like you to really focus in on what happened to him.
Don't you all know?
Oh, there is the public justice and the private justice, and well, you know the public.
I'll see what I can do.
It is appreciated. And the lights flicker once again, and just as they dim enough to darken the room for a half second, he's gone.
I think out of just the stress of this and fighting a calamity and then being face to face, she also like Waylon, when he saw her, was clenching her hands, her nails digging into her palm. But I think she subconsciously, just while looking at him, just this need and want to just kill him, and she subconsciously casts primal savagery, and so claws just sunk into her skin, and she leaves some blood droplets on the floor as she opens up her palms, wipes them off, um, and is just thinking about how much socializing she has to do at this dinner party she's hosting.
Uh, Hell yeah.
And she'll
Um,
walk back out.
yeah. So the three of y'all are then able to rest for a while, and the three of you can take a long rest at this point by the time the others get back. Those traveling, you make your way back to Central Arcadia. Takes you 2 hours to get back there. Making your way to City Hall, eventually up to the office of Bennett Harlow. I think you see that he has fully been expecting you. Also, because I believe Waylon had kind of radioed in beforehand.
Yes, he did.
Uh,
Sorry, yes, he did.
and so he's like fully expecting y'all. Some very tired looking after hours artificers are in his office as well, and you see like blueprints, schematics, all of the like different components needed for spell casting, artificing, littered around the room. And as the three of you enter, he just looks up and goes, "All right, what do you need?"
All right, what we need is we
New
need
light.
is it possible for you to make any sort of equipment, weapons or otherwise, that are magic nullify? We found that dispel magic as spell was particularly effective against the calamity.
Well, I don't. At least like physical weapons would not be too effective, as dispel magic is not very much well, it's not a damage dealing spell. I could potentially make some. I'd call them explosives, but that wouldn't exactly be it. I could make dispel magic something a little more compact, throwable even.
That
Oh,
would be perfect.
yeah.
Any way we can distract the calamity so that our spellcasters who are still there can regain their strength, so that they can cast spell magic again. We discovered that the calamity operates like a battery. If it accumulates too much or too little power, it ceases to function correctly. We're trying to go for the depletion effect rather than the overwhelm effect, right? So if we can dispel magic, whether that's through physical weapons that we have or something that the three of us can inflict upon it through throwable, I'm assuming explosives, that would work. We just need a means to distract while our spellcasters do what they need to do. However many you can accumulate for it, that's appreciated.
Draining a battery is absolutely something we do.
I was thinking a net, at least in terms of trapping it, but if you have other ideas, I am well open to any sort of ideas you have. Has been known to travel through power lines. I've already asked Glasgow to see if she can't cut the power lines physically, but she needs the approval of the Justice Council to do so. Any means that we have to cut off its pathways, drain it of what it has, that would be very much that's the way that we're trying to operate right now.
Okay. I'll need a couple hours, but I put something together, absolutely. A net is a very interesting idea. I can work with that. All right, people,
I
let's get to
still
work.
want one of those bomb things. That sounds amazing.
Bombs, nets coming right up. Did you also want to enchant some gear while you were here?
Yes, we know in terms of overloading, in terms of increasing rather than decreasing, we know radiant damage is effective, but rather if we're trying to deplete, it might be more effective for the more physical fighters to have defense against. We know it deals lightning damage.
Okay.
And also we know that Alwyn wanted to see if he couldn't procure spell scrolls for spell magic.
Very well. I can do that. Just give me the equipment and I can get these enchanted for you.
I'll hand over the shields that we are passed off, and I'll hand over. I assume that there's spells like blank spell scrolls that Harlow could have that I'll hand over just as apartment equipment. I'll hand over my own armor.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess everybody can. I guess this would just either be giving yourself resistance to lightning damage or making a weapon of yours deal radiant damage instead. So everyone, you can flavor text what like thing it was, of course, but generally one of those two things that you can get for 24 hours.
Okay. I'm trying to decide if I want to. I mean, if we're trying to go the deplete effect, I don't think getting a
I think the
radiant damage
resistance
sword
is
would be
better.
good.
I would
The
go with the
resistance is better because
resistance.
we can distract it for longer, even if we're not dealing any damage. You know?
Yeah.
And then Harlow gets to work. I'm gonna make some Arcana checks for him.
Can I give a help action at all?
You absolutely can.
I'm going to give
Okay.
a help action for however much I can for as many of these as I can.
Excellent. Give him a
Okay.
reach around while he's doing his thing.
Uh, to be, I just made 3 checks for him. The highest was a 27, and the lowest was a
Holy
21.
shit.
Uh,
Yes! Oh, baby!
so
That's
he
what I
does.
like to see!
Bennett gets to fucking work. I'll tell you what. He makes. You can. I think. Either of you two can make a list of the things that you're like bringing. Excuse me, bringing back here.
Yes,
Uh,
I will
he.
literally make a list.
Yeah. So obviously he enchants all of your equipment, so you get that resistance or the dealing of a certain type of damage. But he makes, and I will say this for the sake of uh, uh, making buying magical items still of use. I think all of these things are temporary, like they have a shelf life to these items to make like temporary modified things that don't have like long lasting power, but gives you a net of dispel magic. And if
Net of
you,
dispel magic.
and I think what this will do is, I mean, yeah, he rolled really high for it. If you are able to get this net over the calamity, you would have, uh, well, I think it would drain energy from it, probably like on its turn. But B, I think this would give you advantage on like grappling it if you wanted to try to hold it in place. Like someone could
So
tackle it
drains
while it's
magic on
netted.
turn. It drains magic on creature's turn and gives advantage on grappling on turn.
Yeah. Um, and you also receive. I'll roll a d10 for this. You receive 6 dispel magic bombs. So these are, for all intents and purposes, essentially a spell scroll. Anyone can use these, toss it at the calamity, and it is just a dispel magic attack that you are making.
Okay, what's the range on that?
I think this would just be like within throwing distance, which I think is generally like 30 to 60 feet.
30 to 60 feet range. Okay. I just want to know so that I don't accidentally clip our spellcasters.
Oh yeah, I would give this let's call it a 10-foot radius. So I think anyone like directly next to it might get affected by that. But if y'all were just around tossing these bombs at it, that would be pretty effective.
Okay.
You could hit me
Gotcha.
with that. It
So-
wouldn't matter.
Okay. Did we get those dispel magic spell scrolls for Alwyn or not? Or is it just the bombs effectively?
Yeah, I think you can get some spell scrolls while you're here as well. I think I'll just roll a d6 for this. You get 4 spell scrolls of dispel magic.
Okay.
So y'all fucking load up on just anti-magic equipment in this place. And I think you see like he very happy with himself looking, like slides this stuff over to y'all.
You're very
Sure.
effective today, Harlow.
I'm
You're
fucking
earning your
feeling it,
paycheck.
man. Goddamn right I am. I'm feeling it. Is there anything else you all need?
Hey, squad, is there anything else we need?
Did we get the shield enchantments for?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
taking that as like the armor and shield enchantments. Either each individual player character would take like the offensive or defensive enchantment. But
I think we're good. I
Yeah.
think that's
Okay.
all we needed.
I think we're all good, Harlow. You do some good work.
Oh, wipes sweat off his brow. I'm absolutely going to bed after this, but I'll be up in like
You
4
earned
hours
it.
anyway. Well,
You earned it.
hopefully you don't
Take
have to stay
5.
up too late. I'm gonna take 5 hours.
Here's hoping. You did good. You did good. But you did
Alright,
good,
well,
mate.
go get him.
Off we go. We're riding again.
And I
Unless
think
anyone has any RP.
well, yeah, I think probably to end our session here, we could do some RP if there was beforehand next time. I think you are riding back. All of this stuff that you were getting in Central Arcadia did take about 3 hours to put together. So by the time that you get back, it's been 7 hours. So you have 1 hour remaining of the suggestion spell. Probably a little bit less.
Oh,
bet.
Sorry.
And
was it
that
Bug? I blame Bug.
that does also, by the time you all get back and everyone's getting up from their long rest, it is about 3 in the morning. So it is late. But all the better for making sure that nobody is around. You see in front of you the Calamity surrounded by dispel magic mines, glowing, sitting patiently waiting for all of you to essentially attack it. And you have bought yourself just enough time to gear up and get ready to hopefully drain this thing of life. And as you all sort of like meet up together in this space, uh, you see that the light and power of Arcadia around you, in an instant, shut off. As far away in central Arcadia, Soren Calvith casts the 5th vote needed to shut the power off in a vote of 5 to 4. And that is where we will end our session for today. Next time is round 2 with this calamity.
Yay.
Hell yeah.
Yay. Oh my god, do
So
we
excited.
level up?
Yeah,
Fuck
can we
no.
What? I feel like we deserve it.
Yeah, we tried so hard and got so far, and in the end, it did matter.
And it did matter. And it did matter.
And it did that.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're taking over Linkin Park lyrics for me. Now that I don't have to play Linkin Park and Emma's fucked up like short campaign because it was not a
Right.
one shot.
Thank you, stream.
Yeah, thank you, streamers and creamers.